I'm running a little behind schedule. I don't have my stuff set up. I didn't even calibrate. Okay. About here. Move this here. Oh, God. Hi, Elder. Hi, Smile. Hi, Ronmu. Hi, Trogdor. The Lind. Boy Kisser. Hey there. Fuck you, Trog, unless you're doing Bunny. Love. Fuck you, Trog, unless you're doing Moogle. Fuck you. Fuck you, no fuck you. Which one do you want, Trog? Which one do you want? I need to set up the second camera. I have a feeling I know which one he wants, but... You know, what if I'm wrong? Hi. Okay. Femboy choice? Oh my god, that's... I get to choose? Oh my god. I've never gotten that before. Doing Bunny. Because we see this one a lot less. And, like, I actually like being called a bunny. Plus, it's Spacefish Bunny stuff. Hi, Cookie.
Hi.
Hi, Sen. Where'd you go? Where'd Sen go? I just saw an OBS. You're literally, like, moving behind me. Grab. Hi.
Hi, hi.
Clunk. Can I grab this? I can't. It has constraints. Oh.
There was a few times you were looking right at me, but I think latency was just a little...
I genuinely...
maybe I was faster than latency.
I think you were, because I was like, not there. Not there. I just saw him in OBS. How did... Where is he? Huh? I was genuinely confused for a good 3 or 5 seconds.
Reversed vampire. I only appear in lenses.
Oh my god.
But you cannot see me with the eyes. Actually, that's Fatal Frame.
Give pineapple pizza. No, no. Moogles are femboys.
Pineapple
I win.
pizza.
Suck it, Elder. Uh-huh.
That would be a cool
You can
avatar
still
idea. So,
David,
where I'm only visible in mirrors and cameras. That'd be so cool.
Hold on, wait. What? I'm confused, Smile. Moogles are femboys. I win. Suck it, Elder. Huh? Hi, Global. You can still suck it, Pat Fiend. Haha. Hi, North Prince. Chat, do this. I will suck my milkshake from straw. Yeah, that's what I call it. No F you. Ah. Thank you, Cookie. Thank you, Global.
Welcome.
I want to get in the habit of joining Shocky on Mondays. Because, like, an hour before stream, I'm kind of just, like, collecting notes, right? And so I was like, you know what? It's easy enough to just get on VRChat and desktop, and I can just sit there and hang out while she's doing squats and whatnot. And she's like, all right, everybody, give Yulin 12 incline. Make sure it happens today. I'm like, no, please. Hi, Gesturation. Is this the whole of Stranglethorn as a map in VRChat? You know, I'm not sure. I think it's not the whole thing. I think there's a barrier. It is Gromgol base camp. I don't think it's the whole, but you know, I've never thought about that, and I've never tried. It's not a big map, if I remember correctly. It's, it is 53 megabytes in size. So I would be shocked if it was the whole Stranglethorn. Oh my god, Neil, did you watch that video from
Like,
It
yesterday?
doesn't go out that
How-
far.
Mm.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it does.
Which video, Elder? 53 megabytes. I need to start searching. Let's do that.
But then again, I don't know the World of Warcraft, so I couldn't tell you how much is in here.
Stranglethorn used to be a fairly big zone. In modern WoW, it is split into 2 parts, but this looks like classic WoW Stranglethorn. So this would be a fairly big size. Hi, Smug. I did see the Conquest one. I haven't watched Invincible at all. So, like, for the first, 2-3 days of Conquest memes, I didn't even know the guy's name was Conquest. But yes, I did see it. Oh, I felt a pop. Oh yeah, that's his name. You know what? Frick you, Uncrafts Year War. You'll see him in the most recent episode. I've seen clips of Invincible. I've seen him turn on the League. I've seen him, this wasn't your planet to conquer. Pew, 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 pew. Fucking blow that up. I've seen him holding Mark in a train.
Killing people through the train.
Yeah. That's about it. That's like the 3 things I know of Invincible.
Yeah, I guess I was blessed that I was able to watch it blind. Like, people say, hey, want to watch this cartoon? It's like, yeah, sure. This looks like some wholesome, like, teenage coming of... this looks like some wholesome teenage coming-of-age story about being a superhero. Then we got to the end, like, holy shit! What just
Episode
happened?
1 is very much like, yay, superhero show, yay, a very interesting, unique Justice League. Let's all have fun with the... Oh god, Dave. God.
It's like The Boys. It's like The Boys. Just like, oh, superhero. Never mind. It's not a superhero, like actual superhero show.
Hi, Grianne. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Logitech. I have not quested through this zone, Loja, in like 8 years. Like, I always fly over Stranglethorn. I'm like, I don't remember the quest here from the Cataclysm revamp at all. Invincible watch party time. Hi, Ewan. Are you sure? Shut the fuck up. Purple badge. Yes, that means they're partnered, Elder. Where was I? Oh, I still had lunges to do.
Yeah, I was about to say, you look like a Pokemon trainer. Oh, right.
What is the icon on your back? Is it the one from the Legends Arceus
I thought it was
jacket?
the Mega Evolution.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the Mega Evolve Helix.
Yeah, it's Mega.
They haven't shown any new Megas for Z to A, right?
No, but I'm trying to avoid it because I keep seeing people post something on Twitter for stupid shit, and I'm like, I don't want to see this right now.
I keep seeing, like, fan creations, and I'm like...
And I've seen some, but like I wasn't sure if it was real or not. I don't want it to be real. The one I did see, I'm like, no, please.
The fan creations I always see, I'm always like, uh-oh. Cookie might have froze there.
I lagged hard. What the fuck?
The fan creations I always see, I'm always thinking, wow, this would look great in Digimon. Maybe even Dragon Quest. I feel like you have missed the aesthetic of Pokemon with this one. Oh god,
The one I saw was for Phalanx. And I'm just like, no, please don't. Don't give him a Mega.
What?
He doesn't need a Mega.
Why not? I'm okay with Pokemon that don't necessarily need one getting... Like, Phalanx I think is really cool. So I'm like, oh, I'd love to see a Mega. But, like, I can just imagine the stupid evolution somebody drew.
Uh, you say the Digimon evolution. I can only think of like you see this puppy, then evolves into a refrigerator, and then evolves into a howitzer.
Speaking of bunnies, did you know adult bunnies on average have about 126 milliliters of blood? That the average amount of blood in an erection is 130 milliliters. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night, smile.
Good night, smile.
Hello, Elwo. I've created Peak and posted it in general. God. Here, let's check while we're just doing this stretch. Okay, dude. All right, buddy. Back here, back here. Finally, weather getting nice for some tomfoolery. Oh, air. Hi, Jer. For the past, like, 5 days in the States, it has just been raining. It has just been, like,
Damn.
miserable weather. Which, for me personally, I kind of like rain. I don't like the cleanup of rain. I don't like when rain gets, you know... When it starts being thunder and lightning, then I'm like, ooh, I hope I don't lose power. But we just had that for 5 days, and it's finally clearing up.
It's cold though.
It is cold. Well, it's cold, but at the
For
same
now.
time, I still think of the winter, so I'm like, oh, we're finally warmed up. I don't need gloves for my naps. My tracking is weird today. My legs are bending despite being straight. Boy, Wylick. It would be better if you had bunny ears, though. You know why? Okay, but really, night-night. Night-night smile.
Hey, Cookie, is that the Stardew pickup sound whenever you get booped?
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen the Baldur's Gate 3 Stardew Valley mod?
Yes, I have. It's silly.
I'm tempted to play it, but it's in that category of like there's 10 things I want to play and like 2 things I really want to play. So it's like I don't know if I'll ever get to it. But it looks so good.
When I get the chance, I want to talk to Constant Hunter about you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have been learning Insect Glaive, and
Yeah, Insect Glaive.
Insect Glaive has an offset attack, right?
Insect Glaive?
Yeah.
Yes. You
Okay.
hold down. What's the you have to hold down a button.
The heavy button?
You hold. To me, because the Xbox controller, I hold the
Mhm.
B button.
Yeah, it's the heavy attack.
It's basically, yeah, your heavy attack. You just hold it, and then whenever you want to do your offset, you just let go of it.
Really? Okay.
Yes, which is very broken.
I-
He's like almost attack. Wow.
I didn't know that one was the offset button. I thought it might be, but I was like, "Hi, Joe." I was like, "I think this one has an offset." The guide I watched did not mention an offset attack, so I watched this video. I was like, "Okay, I understand the combos more. I understand this more." Hang on, doesn't this weapon have an offset? But they didn't
I thought it was
mention
an
one.
offset attack.
I'm pretty sure that it is. I've seen like stuff people do an offset, and I remember Micaiah mentioning it, but I feel like I'm a worse player for watching this tutorial. This tutorial is from a guy named Sky Sensei, which I think he's like known in the Monster Hunter community. I think he's like done Insect Glaive videos in the past for other games, but like I don't think he mentioned the offset attack. And he was missing some other information that I was just like, what? Like, he didn't mention the infinite combo. So I'm just like, this is weird. Is this guy not as good as I thought he was?
Ooh.
Hi, Fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fishy.
Which person?
I got the choice. Trogdor redeemed the accessory, and I was given the choice of Moogle or Bunny. So you know what
I
that
know.
means.
Bang.
Sky Sensei. That was the YouTuber that I watched for the Insect Glaive.
Oh, Sky Sensei.
Yeah.
Usually I watch Eric's or Gaijin Hunter for
Yeah.
stuff like this.
Those are my usual two, but I feel like, they make videos on everything. And so maybe this guy named Sky Sensei, who sounds like he'd be an Insect Glaive main, right? Maybe he will have, a more in-depth Insect Glaive video that will be better. More of a specialist take. I was fucking wrong. We get a bunny but no suit, SMH? Okay, Tronk. Long term, that is the plan, okay? Long term, it will move from accessory to outfit, okay? So it'll be bunny redeem, and, we've got the ears, we've got the tail, but then we've got, the bunny suit that Huntera wears. You redeem Moogle, you get the pom-pom, and maybe some big fuzzy white Moogle suit. I don't know. We'll have other stuff that, I don't know, I just need more entire outfits. That's the plan. But that's long term. That revolves around me getting off my ass for Avatar stuff.
In 300 more days.
Expected in 300 more days. Love, fish, my goodness. Make it for him in 300 more days.
Day 1000. We have bunny suit redeemed, guys.
Where was I? We're at Cami Stretch. Well, you two are just where you're gonna be, and I kind of have to do it at this specific angle in my room. So, go men.
I placed my drink right here.
No. Being used as a table sounds kind of kinky and whatnot, and then it's you have to stay there. Oh, I think Cookie crashed. And then
yeah,
you think about having to stay there for more than 5 minutes. Okay, this is no longer fun. Make it for him in 300 more days. Where's the tiny one? The tiny one? Are you talking about a person or a bunny suit?
a chow maybe.
That's what I would think, but I don't really have any. I don't really have any chows that can be here daily anymore. Icy Fire had their job and can't be here. And Air, they're just so busy that, they come and go. They were here almost daily for a while, but that's why you denied the table and throne. Was there a table and throne? I don't remember that. There's 3 things I'm sitting on right now in throne. The latex maid outfit, the bondage set with all the the different cuffs that connect with the chain, and then there's a sailor venti set that there's really no reason for me to decline it other than I just don't like venti. And so I'm I don't want to accept this, so I'm just sitting on it. Need to buy a new action camera. My roommate disconnected the internet. We have someone here to replace the carpet. Okay, Cookie.
Damn it.
It was nice seeing you. I hope your internet is back on soon, and I hope the carpet thing doesn't take long at all. Squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Hi, ants. Join just in time to hear I'm sitting on it. Listen, okay, listen. It's not that much better in context, ants. I'm sitting on 3 throne gifts. Latex maid outfit, bondage cuff set of the wrists, the ankles, the waist, the thighs, and the collar. And then a venti sailor outfit, so it's a skirt and little shirt. I just don't like venti. I don't like venti, so there's really no reason for me to decline the venti set, but I'm looking at it just I don't want this. I'm gonna steal your carpet. You don't like Venti? Hi, Sway. Venti is a Sulfo / Shimakaze but Hoyo. Here's the thing I don't like about Venti. One, he uses a bow. Bow is like my least favorite weapon in games. I think it always has an annoying playstyle and annoying character, so it's just like I always find myself not liking bow. He has poofy pants, you know, the big like, just they're fucking round shaped shorts, and I hate those. I think it's such a bad aesthetic. And he's also a bard. He's literally just 3 things that I'm like, I don't like these things, and it's all in one character. Our carpet got ruined by a pipe burst from the toilet. Oh, that sucks. Which makes him even more basic. You can't tie a bow. First off, I can tie a bow. You've literally seen that I can tie a bow. Here's the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. I had to stop giving head pats when I did squats because the chows were getting so needy for them. And it was also just hard to head pat them while doing squats.
And there'd often be dozens of them.
Yeah.
It's like, pat me, pat me, pat me.
Nothing will ever be as funny to me as the time where I said something and Icy Fire was just like, I can't believe you said that. I'm mad at you now. I was like, you can't stay mad at me. You're a head pat slut, and you're gonna come running back as soon as I do my head pat stretch. And I, you know, get down to do this, and dude comes fucking running. It was just like, no willpower, no discipline. He was like, I need this smile. 1, 2.
Little tsundere.
4. I think we have 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, there's my replacement.
Your replacement. 1, 2.
If he gets here in time.
4. I'll probably
That just
give
means
Eric...
you have to go lower.
I'll probably give Eric some head pats, but I've got one more. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Incoming chow.
Come here.
I can just hear the little pitter-patter of the feet as it approaches.
I think of One Night Ultimate Werewolf every time with the footsteps. Hi, Pixel. I think of the clip from like 6-7 years ago of Whoops playing One Night Ultimate Werewolf, and you hear werewolves come out, and then you hear the bloop 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 bloop, and Whoops just goes, "Oh, I think I know who one of the werewolves is." They go through the phase. Everybody goes out and it's like, all right, discuss who you think the werewolves are. And Whoops goes, this isn't fair and it's unfortunate, but one of the werewolves definitely has some very loud ass, huge Kirby shaped feet. And everybody looks at Makoto, who's like a Kirby avatar, and he like takes 2 steps forward and 2 steps back and goes, bloop, 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 bloop. This is some bullshit. And he gets voted off instantly as a werewolf. That shit just I will never forget that moment. I returned. Hello, chat. Hoi hoi, Pixel. Hello, Pixel. Hello, Piwell. Oh, I don't like it without the X. I think it needs the X. It can't be that ooh-fied. Oh no, it was a were-clown. We did our squats. What are we at? We're at our plank.
I'm also up earlier than usual, too.
I woke up fairly early.
Yeah.
I woke up around 7.
Although, if it wasn't me just doing that on my own, a woodpecker would have woken me up at some point anyway. It's that time of year, although this is the first time I've heard them here. They're just hammering on a bunch of metal stuff on the roof.
On metal stuff. That's not annoying.
Yeah.
He's taking
Yep.
the position. 25:30, 28:30 end. No, I woke up at 7. I played Path of Exile with 2 with Maru yesterday. And so now I'm fucking like, I just want to play more Path of Exile. And so I played that for an hour on a new character this morning. Straight back. It is straight! Bro, I woke up at 7, thought it was 7 p.m. and I was like, nah, bro, put me back in. He uses bunny ears as handlebars. What the fuck? You can't do that. They're sensitive. Yeah, I want to make a new character today. I really don't like using leveling builds. But Path of Exile is just... It's a game that I have not played enough to know in and out and play my own thing. And so, hi Oni. I was playing a build I thought would be fun that I didn't think would be good. And Maru, it was her first time playing. So we got to the wolf boss, the dude of Act 1, and we got our asses handed to us. Hi Joe. Why plank? To strengthen my core. Which is good for damn near everything. Get on your hands and knees, Joe. It's time for you to plank. And then post it on Blue Twitch. Oh, maybe that would be... I've had an idea. Straight back, bro.
Yeah?
At 7. Before mention, don't worry, devs just broke 90% of builds. Hi, Yasu. Oh, damn. Hi, Joe. Whoa. 1 more minute. 2 minutes down. 1 more minute. That's what I should do. Just all the cosplays I get sent, make a planking video of me planking in them. Need to buy camera, new gloves and hip fly bag, SD cards, just to go explore new shit. You'll be touching the ground if you planked on blue? Maybe. 25 seconds, 90%. Tricky numbers. I remember when Payday 2 revamped their entire skill system and broke 100% of the builds. Femboy Fitness photo set. 15 seconds. I do have some, like, dolphin shorts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Third leg would give balance, but only at Blue Place. What? Error. You're so far. I never knew this, but having my head level with the Chow, their body is wider than it is taller. Air, you are rotund.
What am I saying? You should walk more.
No. That's probably natural for Chows. They're probably all that way. You're calling me fat? No, I'm saying I didn't understand the surface area proportions of Chows before. And I just got a closer look. That's fucked up. I'm not saying he's fat. But when Family Guy death pose, how many dolphins perish for your dolphin shorts? 0. Can I do it as... I can't. Hi, Oku. Oku, why is your name gray? I don't like this. I saw the video you sent, Oku, and I was like, fuck, I want to watch this. but it's literally right before stream. So I have marked your message as unread, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch that later. That's fucked up. Wow, you're calling me fat? No, no. Only good thing about tariffs is the Trump merch seller will go out of business. Happy Monday. We get it, Yulin. You walk every day. Hi, Juice. Yeah, it's a good watch. My name is Grand Mobile, but purple on sight? Huh. See, that Oku color, the red, that's what I expect with Oku. But the first one being gray, I'm like, what the heck? That throws me off. Okay. You guys wait there. I'm gonna change my trackers around.
Twitch be weird like that.
True. Yeah, I see Oku is gray. His first message I saw is gray. The second one I see is the typical red. Oh boy, Yuland ankles. Alright, buddy, alright. I will admit, maybe it's not a big admit, but the whole dun 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 part of the music in the Stranglethorn soundtrack does get me. It just brings me back like 15 years. I'm like, oh, I like that sound. Wait, did the bunny ears come off? They did. What the hell? Because I recalibrated. Okay, let's see. I walked through video games to get hot. Healing. Yeah? What about it? Oh god, we have a crazy fucking long video today.
Also, I feel like we've been here before for one of the beach episodes.
We've definitely been here for not beach episodes. I've never really thought about this as a beach video world. We could.
There's not much beach here, though, other than where we're standing.
Alright. We're walking
Where
through
are we at?
fucking Hoth.
Oh, yeah? That's a good start?
Putting the scarf on.
I should put my scarf on.
And 2 incline. Hi, Maru. Maru, I made another character this morning. The last thing I did was kill the worm in the mud burrow, I think. I made a warrior. I had a lot of fun with crossbow yesterday, so I'm like, what if I just focused on crossbow? What if I said, fuck the gas grenade, and I just, like, shot things with crossbow? Because that was working. I was doing a lot of damage until I started trying to do gas grenade stuff. Finland. Oh, I thought we were doing Yulin quotes. Okay. Hi, I exercise in VR chat, and it'd be nice if you kept me company. Okay. Oh boy, walk time. Hi, Vapor. You'll be fine. Hi, Yulin. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to turn the speed up to 2.5 instead of walking at 2 for 3 hours. I had to make another character on standard because my friends were on there, lol. Wait, hold on, wait, Maru. Your friends didn't make a new seasonal character? That's crazy to me. Because ARPGs like this are, like, built around... You have a season, it comes out, everybody starts over and gets a fresh start. Because, like, the hardest difficult... Oh, I guess I should try the new season? One of the hardest things for me in games, MMOs or ARPGs, if I haven't played them for a while, and then there's the guy that, like, has played it religiously for 5 years or whatever, I'm never going to catch up to that guy, right? But then in World of Warcraft, there's an expansion, and everybody starts over. In an ARPG, there's a new season, and everybody starts over. It's like, oh, we're on the same level, and we can play together again. To me, it's insane when, like, a new season comes out, has new mechanics, new stuff, and some people are just like, yeah, but I put so much time into this character. So I don't want to play with the new stuff. I'm just going to keep playing this character. And I'm like, what? They've done the game from the start 7 times now. They don't want to budge. That's insane to me. I get it. But typically in ARPGs, they make it faster on subsequent seasons. And, like, that's where all the new stuff is. Like, all the Dawn of the Hunt stuff, I don't know if that's on standard servers. Hi, Ewan. How are you, Ewan? I'm good, I'm good. I played a lot of Path of Exile 2 with Maru yesterday. We had a lot of fun. We did have a good combo. I was playing Ranger with a crossbow. And Maru was playing Witch with minions. And I had this small army that would just group up all the enemies. And I would just, be free to shoot anything with a crossbow. And if there was a lot of enemies, I would just drop 3 grenades. I love the, the difference between our characters. Because we have Maru, who's like, I am a master of the arcane, witch and necromancer. I've studied the dark arts and peered into the abyss. And then there's my ranger, who's just like, I cast grenade. Clink, throws grenade. Hi, Nick. Who is the cute Chow? That is Error. And the fact that the recent changes to builds has had them baggered and mildly annoyed, I can understand that. I think it's good for the game for them to destroy builds and rework stuff, because it's early access and it's early seasons, right? It's literally like the first season. So I would expect a lot of stuff to be fucked up in changes. A lot of builds are going to break and die as we hammer stuff out. Literally adding new stuff, right? But, like, on an individual level, it's like, oh, yay, I like this build. And then your build dies, and that's frustrating. Yolan kills things, and I bring them back as friends. Oh, yeah, Toads, that's my mentality as well. You bothered paying money for early access for a game that isn't finished? Well, yeah. Yeah, it's very... You're getting what's to be expected? Yes. Who is a cute goblin? The cute alien... I can see why you went with Goblin because of the ear length. This is Senril. I know though, on a personal level, it's frustrating because you still want to enjoy what's there. It's very much like you look at it at the whole, and you look at it on the individual level. On the individual level, if you found this build, you like this build, and you're having fun with this build, and then that dies, that shit sucks. Hi, Nick. Hi, Micaiah. But, like, on the whole, you look at it from a balance standpoint, it's like, yeah, this build's performing too well. This build's going to become cracked when we add this feature, so we've got to kill it now. This was never intended, we should cut that back. That's frustrating. Goblin D's nuts. Good morning, Brownie. Hi, Kyle. Morning. So if there's no way to revert that even for Soulfly, it's Yeah. So here's the thing, though. They've killed a lot of builds and whatnot, but they also added 100 support gems and 4 ascendancies. So, like, on one hand, it's like, there's going to be more crazy stuff. They've killed a lot of stuff, but they've just opened the door for a lot more stuff. We're starting with Hoth today? Yes, we will be starting and finishing with Hoth. Gillen, may I please pet the tail? Okay, you can pet the tail. Did you guys know that bunnies have long tails? They do not have, like, just a cute little round ball there. It's curled up. You can grab the tip of their tail and pull it and extend it, like, and it'll be like a 6-inch long tail. It's fucking weird. Because, like, you have it in your head that's, like, short, at most pointed like this. But it's literally, like, just, it pulls out. It literally just, like, it's extending out of them. Like a fucking tape measure. But hey, at least for me, I'm enjoying the game so far. You said you made a new character, right? How far did you get? On the character I made, I said I played for an hour. I must not have played for an hour. I probably only played like 20, 30. How far did I get? I think I went through the mud burrows. Then I got off. Surely I didn't play like an hour of that though, right? I want to say it was like 40 minutes, so I'm like, that seems like no progress at all for 40 fucking minutes. That's what I tried to tell her, but no, that's sexual harassment and I need to leave the beach. They dragged me to where we are in significantly less time because we bum rushed through it. They basically carried. Yeah. You what? So the two account are the same? Oh, did they do all the optional bosses? Like, did you get your spirit unlocked by going into the Fraythorn? Except I took a different route for the skills? Yep. Okay, good. Good.
I haven't had my caffeine yet, and I'm in VR. If I'm not careful, I might do a lawn blink.
You do have work today, right?
I do.
Okay. Maybe go get caffeine now.
I'll get it when I start work. I'll be fine.
Okay.
As long as I don't lay down.
What is the time where if you're not getting out of VR, I should start yelling at you?
Let's see. Time zone's 10:45 because that's when the morning check-in starts.
So like an hour from now?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're asleep in an hour, I will start yelling at you. Before then, I'm going to give you head pats and potentially make you more sleepy.
No.
I am, So the plans for this week. Tuesday and Thursday, we have Tales of Vesperia. Wednesday, we have probably Repo. I don't think anybody wants to play Lethal Company right now. I wish I had a coffee or energy drink. Last weekend took a lot out of me. Fishy! You wanna come to Repo again this Wednesday? Oh. Also, it's very possible Core tries to recruit you for Friday VR Chat World Exploration. Because Dr. Moreau maps are her favorite thing ever. And I told her that you and Smug have not done those. So you might be approached by, this cute little bird harpy, Caramel Crow, that goes, "Hello, Space Fish. Would you like to go through Organism in VR Chat on Friday? I will not take no for an answer." Those Monster Java things are pretty good. Anything for
Core. There you go.
Fucking take a screenshot of that and send it to her. Get Fisha Monster Energy. Take this as a sign to flip my schedule back to American time. Yeah, anything for Core. I'm there, Organism, my beloved. A lot of us... Here's the thing, Kyle. A lot of us have done Organism. And if it's just Spacefish and Smug who haven't done it, my first thought is that a very small group might be better. So I'm very like, because if it's a big group, it's gonna go slower, right? And it's not something that we want, like, the group of 15 rolling through the instance.
That hurting.
We don't want the hurting.
I was just thinking of that. Like, maybe just leave it to those three to go through.
Mm-hmm. It could be those three. What we could do is have a big group, but we could just have, like, the hangout group. That's like me, Kyle, Senril, the squad that shows up all the time, and we just, like, run to a very aesthetic spot each chapter and wait for Core, Smug, and Spacefish to go through. Like, imagine them going through the map, and then they get into a room that just has a bunch of weird desks sitting against a wall, and 10 of us are just sitting there in these desks facing the wall. That could be fun.
Yeah, and if I want to hear reactions, I could just watch it through stream too.
I mean, that's what I'll do. I'll have it up in XS overlay, keep an eye on them, and when they get close, it's like, already, everybody get in position.
Kept you waiting, huh?
That is true. Hi, Shion. Yeah, just hang out at the checkpoints, Lamau. I like the twins in Bioshock 3.
Oh yeah, that was a thing. I don't remember much of Bioshock Infinite other than the ending.
Hang on.
But it's been a long time.
Shocky had a short stream today. She did her Monday pain day, and she is ended now.
Too much pain. Actually, I don't know what's going on. Other than maybe she just finished already.
I know she finished her exercise. And I think typically she will, like, take a 20-minute, 30-minute break to shower up. And then play something like Helldivers. But I think today she was probably thinking, like, let's just go to Nigel. Let's just go there. They arrive, just see one of us sitting in one of the random tubs along the way. We can just be talking nonsensical and RP sipping tea. I've already practiced countless RP sipping tea. Oh my god. That actually sounds really fun. When I took Space Fish and Smug through Chapter 1, I was saying, like, you pick the way, you know, this is your walk, and Smug's like, okay, let's go this way. And, you know, we went right up to the door of Chapter 2. We were, like, looking at the portal. And he goes, oh, let's go left. And I was like, well, here we go. And we went left down, like, the apartment complex hallway with all the doors. That led into the outside of the buildings part with the catwalks that go up with the elevator up. And we went up there, went to the top of the, like, tube drop thing. We took this massive detour for like 20 minutes. And I was like, would you like to know where to go? They're like, yeah. And it's like, okay, we gotta backtrack the way because we were about 50 feet away from the door earlier. There's like 3 paths that lead to the door to Chapter 2. And we went down one of them and then backtracked down a different path. Which is like, oh god, I've seen that happen like 3 times in Organism. I need a drink. Sip, sip, sip. Yeah, in Path of Exile. I want to play one of the cute classes, right? I'd love to play Huntress. I would love to play Ranger. Witch or Sorceress. I'd be okay with the Monk. The Mercenary and Warrior are like the two that I'm like, oh, least attractive. But then the Warrior just has fucking good ascendancy traits that I like, and I'm like, god damn it, I'm making another Warrior. Shit! Wanger? Where is that coming from?
I look like a pink Vulcan when I pull my ears up like this.
I actually saw a Star Trek video yesterday. And it was it wasn't Star Trek, it was one of the parodies of Star Trek. And it's who's the guy that did Family Guy?
Seth MacFarlane. What was the name of that show?
It was Seth MacFarlane in one of his parody stuff of Star Trek.
Yeah.
And Seth Rogen? Okay, Oku.
The Orville, yeah,
Orville?
that's
Okay.
the one.
He's hanging out with 2 Klingons. And one of them's like, oh yeah, you know, I visited home and played a game of Lamchuck. And Seth goes, what's Lamchuck? It's a game, you wouldn't like it. And he's like, no, come on, I want to know more about your culture. Tell me, let's play this game. And the two Klingons look at each other and one goes, okay, I will go get the Lamchuck ball. And he goes and gets this and it looks like a little spiky egg. Like, basically, you toss it to someone, and when they toss it to you, you just toss it to whoever you want as fast as you can. Okay. And they're just tossing it back and forth. And it's literally just hot potato.
Mm-hmm.
And he just holds it, and he kind of like has it resting on his right hand. He's like, so, how long do we do this? Is it just until someone gets bored and then a fucking knife stabs through his hand? He's just like, no, God! And the Klingons just go, Lamchuck! And it's just like, God damn it. But like the minute before is them going like, you probably wouldn't like this game. I don't think you want to play this game.
How bad could it be?
Joe Rogan's brother. I don't think that's how that works. Oh no, I know this clip. That's such a like... One, that'd be such a like Klingon game to play. Two, that's such an asshole thing to not tell him what's gonna happen. So it's just London hot potato. Oh my goodness.
Knife.
Yeah, basically. Path of Exile. Path of Exile. We got through all of Act 1. We struggled so hard on the final boss of Act 1. We literally, like, just had to go back through the manor an extra time to farm. I think every other boss... Let me think. I think we both died on the maggot because I was dumb and stood in something, and Maru was literally the first boss, so they didn't know about stuff. I think we also died on the druid. The Twisted Mushroom Druid had an attack that just bombards the field, and it's like, oh god, you stood in this. You're dead. I'm trying to think if there was any other bosses. No, I think we pretty much dumpstered every other boss. We were both doing a lot of damage. Well, until we got to the manor. Before the manor, we were like... one shot. Oh, we died on the Executioner. I didn't warn Maru about the guillotine. Hi, Kumi. So the ring goes at their feet, and I'm like, yep, here it comes. And this guy, he's the Executioner, right? He has a move where he just summons a literal giant guillotine blade that's like 5 tons in the air, and it just falls on you, and it's basically a one-shot. And so that killed him. He kind of screamed. He was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Yeah, that happens to everybody." And then I think I died to something. I died trying to res him. Oh, you know what it was? I was trying to res him. All the NPCs mobbed me. And then it was like, I tried rolling out, but I was rubber banding back into the group, and it was just like, what the fuck do I do? And so, you know, had that situation, right? And then, every other boss went smoothly. We get to the final boss, Jornoff, or whatever his name is. And this dude, it was like he outscaled us. It was just like we did not have gear for him. We literally had to be like, okay, let's spend some time on our gear. Let's use some augments. I had really bad boots and gloves. I also, like, didn't have an upgraded potion. I had, like, a medium potion healing me for 100 health, and I had 300. And so I had to go, like, get gold and farm up. Or I had to farm up some gold to get a real potion, a greater potion, that would actually fucking heal me. And I didn't have gold because I'd been refunding passives because Gas Grenade was sucking. Jorkoff? Giornoff. He was Giornoff? Oh my goodness. Um, it, we got there eventually. Every time we fought him, it was going a little bit better, right? We get to a point where we're, like, at the end of Phase 2, and technically this guy has, like, 4 phases. He has Phase 1, Intermission, Phase 2, and then, you know, Enrage of Phase 2. And we get to the Enrage of Phase 2, when there's just, like, bloody ice beams raining down from the sky, and it was just like, once we saw that mechanic, it was just like, dude, there's more? Oh my god, come on. Farmed up some gear, changed our builds a little. Then we killed him, and it was like, yay! I'm going to bed. Uniques. There's way more uniques dropping in Path of Exile than 2 now. When I first went through the game, I didn't get a single unique going through Act 3. Through 1, 2, and 3, not a single unique. Yesterday, I got a unique belt. Maru got a unique dagger and scepter. And so, we've just seen way more uniques than I saw in the past, which is really fucking nice. Uniques are nice to get. I have no idea when the next time I'll play Path of Exile is. Because today is my last day to do stuff before the block of content in my week. So Tuesday is Tales of Vesperia. Wednesday is Repo. Thursday, Tales of Vesperia again. Friday, VR chat with Core. So I just have very limited time for the next 4 days. So I'm like, okay, I have a Minecraft video ready. I would like to get that out. I'd like to record that today. I also have received the maid dress. So I would like to wear that and take pictures of that. And it's like, if I don't do it now, it's not happening until Saturday. I need to do that now. Your unique...
The people demand it.
The people literally demanded it. Literally, someone was in the DMs yesterday like, where's the shit? And I was like, what shit? And they're like, where's the pics? I didn't take any today. What the fuck? Hot tech, no. Morning, Lynn. No funny comment today. Just wanted to chill for a bit. That is more than okay, Techno. You are not kept around for your witty and funny comments. And if you don't come in with a funny comment, you know, we're gonna hold that against you and be like, oh, Techno fell off. Maybe we just block or unfunny comments. Could you imagine a stream run like that? That's like, if your first time message each day isn't a pun or joke or funny, you just get timed out for a week. That'd be brutal.
I could see some people doing that.
Time to tie down Fish for her own safety before the maid outfit is on. Does Fishy go that crazy for maid outfits? You have no proof. Yes? Oh no. Is Spacefish into femboys? I see Spacefish as somebody that's like... How do I word this? I see Spacefish being into, like, tentacles, monster stuff, and fat fucking tits. That's just what I would, like, assume with Spacefish. Oh my goodness. She's just like, what the fuck? Just making an educated guess based on the art she's done of you before. Ewan, there's a noodle on your back. There's a noodle on my back? Are you talking about my scarf? Is Spacefish into femboys? Makes multiple art pieces of Ewan. Okay, okay, you have me there. You got me there. I didn't think that was a femboy thing. I thought that was a friends thing. And technically, North Prince, the first one, she didn't even think I was a femboy. Hi, Kiyomi. I hope we weren't too difficult to find. Oh, you guys were for a bit. I looked at the opposite locations. The trick to find somebody streaming when you join on them and you can't tell where they are is to open your menu, and you will see people's cameras with like a red pillar of light going into the sky. And that's kind of like a, you know, there's a camera here. The other thing you can do is you can switch to camera mode and then go to the mask filter and filter out the world, and then you can only see people. Right, so you take your camera out, filter out the world, scan, and you're like, oh, there's something over there. You want to say? I wasn't looking at stream? Well, so looking at stream, it would be very hard, because you'd see the YouTube video and not the world. I did love huge, nice pair of soft melons, but I also love cute things. So if the femboy fall under my preferences with cuteness, yes, I like them, I see. I have a taste for many things. Pretty much my guess. Each enjoys the pretty ladies and the pretty boys. Or use a personal mirror, using only players shown. And just reverse back into them full speed. That also works.
That works.
I have sent my morning hugs to Beans on Discord. Dopamine acquired. Hell yeah. We got fucking hot. This video is so fucking long. I want to like go back and split it into two. Whose dumbass idea was it to make single videos for Star Wars? God, I wish I still had the footage and I could just re-edit it.
What was that?
Sounded like a pig squeal. Oh my god, is that an Ewo and Central on screen? It is. You and you. Technically, I could take the edited file and cut that up. But like, I don't like taking the raw footage, converting it to MP4. Taking that MP4 and converting it to another MP4. I feel like I'm gonna start baking the video. Whereas I'd rather just do the conversion once. Just use your Easter sword. Unsheath it and resheath it. And say some weeb shit like, Omae wa mo shinderu, splits in half. Oh my goodness. Taxes is at 46K already? It hasn't even been 2 days. I need a drink.
46, which is 27%. In fact, it's start time, so I need to head out now.
Okay. Thank you for hanging out. Get some coffee in ya.
Yeah, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Exit screen left.
Bye. Bye, Sen. I'll miss you. I imagine Sen will be in chat. Get me in, Sen, please. Wait, what? No, mine. Elin, how's your morning going? My morning's good. I woke up at 7. I played some Path of Exile because since I played that yesterday a bit, I'm like, it's on my mind. I literally just want to play Path of Exile and Monster Hunter World right now. I'm literally just like, I just want to spend all day on these games. Got some thermal paste for my laptop. So, okay, so I'll be honest. Thermal paste, when people tell me like, yo, I bought some thermal paste, I'm like, that's crazy. Because I have a tube of thermal paste that I bought with a heatsink years ago. And it's like going out of my way to buy new thermal paste is like, what? Huh? It just doesn't seem like I need to. And I can't imagine different qualities of thermal paste. Well, I've never bought it before. This is my first time. Did it not? Okay, have you ever bought a heatsink before? Because it will come with your heatsink. Nope. Oh, okay. If you've never bought it before, and you don't have any, you should have some thermal paste on you, right? So if you just bought like a pre-built PC, didn't have thermal paste, you should get some, like you have, because that stuff should be reapplied, I'd say like yearly. Just like open up your PC, clean off the CPU and heatsink, and apply a new layer. There's a basic bitch stuff, and then there's some of the newer shiz, like liquid metal, egg. I don't have an HP laptop. 3 to 5 years, to be honest. Okay, not every year. Okay. I've done it every 2 years. I thought I was being bad with 2 years. I can't imagine that much difference. Like, if you have, like, basic bitch thermal paste that comes with the heatsink, and then you go out and buy the gourmet shit, I'm sitting here like, is there actually a difference here? Like, is this really gonna make a difference? If you notice temps rising, then nodders? Okay. If you're applying it every year, something is wrong with your cooling solution. Ergo, your fans are faulty as fuck. Depends on your use case scenario. It's not that my temps were rising, it was that I thought you were supposed to reapply it before it, like, became a problem. Right? So, I thought around 1 to 2 years, it starts, like, getting dried out and flaky. And it was like, okay, so it should be replaced before it, like, starts being effective. 1 year is way too short? Okay. So just overusing? As long as you apply it properly. I was opening it up, wiping it off, and then applying a new layer. My laptop is 6 years old, and it's getting hot nowadays whenever I play a game. Yeah, should probably get a new layer. There's no issues temps-wise, post-repaste, you'll be fine. Just think about it. My laptop's opened up every year to be repasted. I mean, I don't know. I haven't had a laptop since college. And that was 09 to 04. 09 to 03? Or 09 to 13, I guess. Remember to clean the fans, heat sinks, etc. The fans I clean more often. Because, Jesus, I can't imagine the amount of laptops that haven't been opened in a while. You don't think of the average Joe Jane? Oh, yeah. But, like, they're just going to have a slow PC and be like, oh, man, my laptop's so slow now. It worked great 2 years ago. Guess I'll buy a new one. Yeah, the stuff I bought came with cleaning cloths. Here's a horror story, Error and Maruka. My ex, this was back in Mists of Pandaria. He builds a PC. I actually bought him a PC. And he put it together and he built it. And like 6 months later, we're talking about, you know, building the PC in parts and stuff. And I think, like, drugs come up, and we're like, yeah, a little dab will do ya. A little dab will do ya. Just like drugs, just like thermal paste, a little dab will do ya. And my ex just goes, wait, what do you mean a little dab will do ya? And we're like, well, you don't use the whole tube. Well, you'd probably fuck up your computer that way. You just put, like, you know, 4 little dots on the CPU. Spread that out. And then, you know, you don't want it overflowing at all. You don't want it squishing out. So if it does, you know, that's a huge problem. And he goes, I use the whole tube. And we're like, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
You did what? I used the whole tube of thermal paste. I didn't know how much I was supposed to use, so I just used all of it. And we were like, get it out now! You need to fix it now! I think he had like a second tube. And so he opened it up, he cleaned it off, and then he did like 4 little dots of the second tube. And we were like, holy shit. Why have a laptop when you can have a lap bottom? Yeah, okay. Be careful with compressed air if you use it. Yeah, the stuff I bought came with cleaning cloths. Yeah. What? Whoa, what? On the plus point? What do you mean they used the whole tube? They had one of those little, like, inch-long tubes of thermal paste, and they were like, I don't know how much to use. And just drained the whole thing. He put his heatsink on and just squished out the sides and was just on his motherboard. As long as it doesn't touch the pins. That is so much, it's fine, SOS. Gordon Ramsay type beat. No! Thermal paste is non-conductive, so it won't be a problem. I've only heard that it's a problem to do that. Some thermal paste aren't, some could be in large quantities. So even if it does get onto the motherboard, it's fine. The cleaning... No. I mean, you don't want to do that, right, Mario? Wouldn't that, like... If it's not conductive, wouldn't that cause a heat problem? It's just nasty to look at. Problem is when it gets crusty. All thermal, you're Pasteland. What the hell? You can't just say that. I have not seen the thermal paste tutorial. I imagine you just sent it to me. Hi, VaporBite. And this is why I had my big brother and his friend put together my current PC. Literally 2 IT professionals. I'll use my whole tube on you. Okay, buddy, alright. VaporBean. When I build my PC, I'm gonna be on a call with somebody that knows building PCs. Most likely Shinkozen. Because that dude literally builds PCs as a job. But there's a lot of people who would be good for building it. Cradle would be good. She really knows her stuff with this. Sounds like Maru and Era would be good, but I will probably default to Shin because they're the one that's helped me for the past 6 years. I love building PCs. I hate building PCs. VaporBite is specifically going to help me with the thermal paste Lamau, Fuedo. You know who recently got a PC upgrade? Was Blank. Blank got a PC upgrade. They now have a 1070 or a 1080 graphics card. Whereas before, they had something like a 450 or literally like an ancient 14-year-old card. And they sent me a video of them looking at the prongs in the card. You know, the things that go into the slot? They're like kind of pinching part of it with their hand and they like snap it off. And I was like, this is not fucking you. This is a video from online. Go fuck yourself. I know that's not you. And he's like, tee-hee. And I was like, oh my god, I hate this guy.
Oi.
Building them is nice. Save it for Wednesday air. No. He's been specifically told not to do that on Wednesday. Because, look, you guys can flirt with me a lot here. And, like, tell puns and jokes and whatnot. But not in the other group's lobby. That group is like, oh, we don't like lewd stuff as much. We don't like lewd jokes as much. And there's been, like, a few people that have been like, hey, can you not sexually assault me in front of the other group? I switched to Linux on my desktop. I've got some things to go in your slot. Okay, alright. Oh, it's unknown. Is this the end of the third part, I think? See, to be fair, I'm not usually one to be sexually suggestive in Repo, LO. Yeah. I mean, you're just not sexually suggestive, usually. I don't know that I've ever seen you be sexually suggestive. Other than, like, when you compliment people's models, and you're like, you have... You'll be wholesome and be like, you have a cute model. I'll be like, thank you. And then you're like, great tits. I think I've seen once. Nice boobs. Uh-huh. Hi, Noodles. The only thing suggestive is my avatar. Wait, no, it's all... Oh, I thought this was a free country. Just kidding. I'm gonna sexually suggest that you have a good day. Thank you. I enable it. I downright encourage it on my stream. On other people's streams, it's less of a cool thing because, you know, they're not enabling it. And we're on their turf, right? We're in their hometown, in their setting. And so, like, you know, when we're playing Lethal Company, and anybody can join,
Howdy.
and somebody's like, oh no, the bracket almost killed Ewan. And somebody's like, I don't want to fucking do things to Ewan, I want to strangle them, and, you know, redacted. And that group is just sitting there just like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh god, okay. Jay to the right says, howdy, Ewan. Hi, unknown. You were just out of my field of view.
I
We're at,
figured that's why I said it in the chat.
we're at 1.8. I'm seeing messages in people's chat when they're offline, and I'm like, what's going on there? Harley Quinn is testing redeems. Someone's just posting a worm emote in Leafeon's chat. Spacefish got an offline follow. Lele, I thought she was live, but she's getting offline chat messages because I think her internet is fucking up. It just isn't natural. A little bit. Hi, love. And you're the only bean I actively make lewd comments to? Hell yeah. And I don't dislike lewd comments, right? Like I said, I actively enable and encourage it here. But it's just less appropriate other places. Oh, they wormin'. I devil-gated. Clearly need an offline hype train for the fish. Days 7 consecutive. What's your burger order, Eland? Bun, patty, bun. Maybe cheese if I'm feeling sassy that day. But burger, patty, bun. Yumi, seconding with Trog. I'm going through a say-so arc. Yeah, sure you are, Pixel. Miss Frey, hi Devil Techno. Hi Dino. Oh brother, cheese. I'm not against like ketchup. I am totally perfectly okay with just the meat and bun. Oh hey, NanoStream. Haven't seen that in a while. They're playing the Korean Chinese Sims game. The one with face tracking. Okay, so since we're on the topic of etiquette, that's not something you typically do, is say like, hey, this other person is streaming. If the streamer brings it up first, if I'm like, oh, Shockrail is streaming, I was hanging out there earlier, that's kind of like the open invite to talk about it. But it is kind of bad form to be like, oh cool, this person's streaming. Even if it's kind of like a friend, you can see how that's maybe a little Rude, right? Sorry, I was in Discord mode, not chat mode. All good. Dumbass doesn't even put ketchup on an SMH. Okay, here's a question, Techno. Do you think it's wrong to put ketchup on your plate and dip your burger into it? I'm not taking Elon anywhere to eat. Good. That's what I want. I fucking hate eating out. Let's eat inside every day. That's why I'm always yelling core mention. Because Elon has to mention her first. I do that with Mayo sometimes. Oh my god, I just noticed proxy streaming by Elon. When I'm like super lazy. So I remember having a conversation with Ketchup, or with Full Metal about ketchup. I was like, you dip your fucking burger in ketchup? What the fuck? That's weird. And then I literally had a hamburger like 2 days later after that with my parents. And I noticed my mom does it. And I was like, what the fuck? It's been in front of me the whole time? People do this? I do get it. I get it, right? Because you don't want the ketchup to make the bun all soggy. To me, it's like, fucking don't eat it a snail's pace. Right? But I get why you would dip in a condiment with a burger. To me, it's just like, the burger is made to have condiments on it. It's made to put stuff in and you compress it. Some people want to savor the burger. Oh my goodness. No, I do that. Eat inside, not eat out. Yes. Literally eat inside every time. I never want it to be like eaten out. I want it inside every time. I always want it to... I'm struggling to make like come inside and deep inside jokes. Whatever, haha. Come inside joke, haha. Pretend I nailed it. Elon, you can have your burger any way you like. When we go out, frick yeah, takeaway daily. You know what I learned yesterday? Maru, being in the country they're in, they can get, like, DoorDash every day. They just have to order at off hours. So if they order DoorDash, like, between lunch and breakfast, the delivery is potentially free. And I'm sitting here like, fucking what? You know what DoorDash delivery is here in Missouri? It is $18 minimum. Minimum. It's like... There's no, like, order between meals, order in great weather, perfect conditions that makes it, like, reduced. It is $18 minimum, and at its most expensive, it's going to be, like, $30. I'm not even near the city. Huh. I do both. I put ketchup on the burger and dip it in sauce? Okay, that's crazy. I'm sorry, have you not seen my marriage burger picture? I don't think I have. Oh, no. Delicious compressed burger. Gotta have some burger sauce when you have a burger. The marriage burger is so very sloppy. Good job, Ewan. That's how it's done, boss. The way I love. The culmination of beef, chicken, egg, cheese, and a lot of sloppy as fuck sauce. I want to see this. Please send it to me. Alright, Techno, yeah. I wish I could get delivery period here. You can't even get it? I was gonna say, we're still talking about restaurants, right? You can get coupons to have the other be potentially cheaper? Love, comfy, hug. Your face is crazy. So imagine a $30 order with delivery. Suddenly going down to 23 by applying a coupon. I mean, so, hi, Haxie. For me, personally, $23 for a meal is crazy. My weekly grocery bill is about $40. And so, and that's in this economy. That's like people start asking if I'm living on ramen and rice. I would say the average grocery bill for people for a week is like $100. 40? Yes. The idea of getting delivery with like a meal for $25 and a delivery fee for $20 is like, for one meal? For just one? Fucking hell no. Also fucking holy shit. Even as an adult, I struggle with the correct spelling of restaurant. That's one I think I struggle with, but I always spell it right. I always hesitate with that one. I'm like, I gotta think about this. And then I spell it correctly. I'll deliver myself there and make food. Morning, I don't know why I'm waking up at 1:30. Hi. Nope, I'm a round trip for most takeaway. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Lopner. Raid. Kuro. Did you get a flashbang? I got my first flashbang in Monster Hunter yesterday. Where I was with Cairo, Ants, I think Nano and Foxy were there. Azu joined us later. The diva doing her song. And I'm watching, we're all at a table watching, and we're like, oh wow, this is so cool. Maybe they'll bring Miku concerts someday. Yay, this is so fun. Kuro's computer's exploding? Oh no! Hi, Literal Yikes. Hi, Spatsu. And then it turns daytime, and it's just like the fucking screen just goes bright white, and it was just like, ah! I got that yesterday. We're talking about dipping hamburgers in ketchup. Oh, but it's like 2 pizza soup, a drink, garlic bread, and tater tots? $40 BRB crawling out of bed. I'm not paying $20 for a sandwich and chips. My average weekly food bill is like $200? Oh my god, Haxie. What the fuck are you buying? Caviar? This economy is so fucked. I'm sorry you had to end early, Kuro. But good job today. Hi, Linus. Hi, Siri. I don't know, US and Western takeout stuff seems really rough. Kuroki, at least face your raiders? No! First computer's exploding. Restaurant is usually what I type, which is closer to restraints than restaurant. Oh, you put the U on the wrong A. Gotcha. Probably from all the toe pics. I mean, what? Kuro does have a lot of foot content if you check their Twitter and Blue Sky. That did happen to him today. That's hell yeah. Grilled cheese tomato soup god tier. Dipping hamburgers in ketchup is no different than putting it in butter. In fact, it's better. Haxie buying eggs. Sir, I'm in Cali. 200 sounds like a deal for me. Oh god. Not even everything in Australia is expensive? That's crazy to me. I would have thought... So, I remember seeing like 10 years ago that Japan was one of the most expensive places for the standard of living. I remember seeing a cup of coffee was $13. This was back in like 2013. And so, I would have thought now, especially with all the, the tariffs and stuff, that the US was the most, cost of living place. 200 a week for groceries. Ketchup is too overpowering? I spend $40 a week. It's like $6 for 6 pack of tortillas. $8 for 18 eggs. I think it's $4 or $5 per gallon of milk. I'm down to getting 1 gallon. It is $10 for 4 protein bars. That is what's fucking me right now. The beans I get are 99 cents a can. And then the potatoes I get are like, I think it was $9 or $10 for 10 pounds. I like being topped by sauce. I mean, what? Those about to be doubled. Let's go, baby. God, I hope not. On my way to steal Yulin's scarf. My scarf? No, I need that. Oh my god, wait. Kuro ended. And Proxy ended. Where's everybody going today? I thought Flint and Steel. Hi, Kiark. I just like high quality meats. You know what? That is fair. There was a brief time, Kiark, where I was doing, instead of bean burritos, I was doing bean rice and beef burritos. And I stopped doing it because I didn't want to cook the rice and cook the beef each day. I was like, I'm just gonna do fucking beans. But I remember, you know, looking at the grilled beef, and it was like, man, I want it, but it's expensive. Roxy's taking his old man nap after playing Tarkov all night. Flint and Steel, Haxy Wavy, let's go to the stash. Yark, love. Ah. Ah. Oh, ah. I need a drink. Holy shit, we're at 2.4 miles already? Oh my god. They love crushing a loaf. Hang on, what? Kuro chat. You guys are Path of Exile 2 gamers. Have any of you played the new season? I played it last night with Maru. We got through Act 1. Hi, Proxy. No, not you and not again. Yapping. Oh, God. Proxy, you can't do both. You can't do both. Okay, I go to store. Bye. Bye, Air. If you do one, it's deserved, because I've done it for so many years. If you do both, I'm actually gonna cry, okay? You can't do both, Proxy. I need to know it's a joke. Fine. You can do both. I know it's you. Proxy. I did the 72 month sub. I think that's become my longest sub. I think that is 6 years. I saw that number and I was like, what the fuck? Actually? Oh my god. I love you, Proxy. Chicken jockey? God damn it. Fine. This is the crafting tale. Pee-wee 1 was a game I enjoyed. But I never got to play with anyone. You're a sub for sure. Of course I am. Of course I am. Proxy, you have a maid outfit, right? We can do a maid outfit collab, right? Surely you have a maid outfit. Not on the Shinano body yet, but I can grab you. Well, Kodiak, I did not mean in VR chat. Hee hee. Oh, IRL. No. I am surprised that you don't have a maid outfit IRL. Not because you're that subby or anything, but because, like, I could just see you getting one as a joke after, 6 to 7 years on Twitch. Maid off? Aw. Look who's talking. I think all I got was an apron and the sheer stockings. Oh my goodness. I didn't stream for that long, Trog. I've only been streaming for, oh god, close to 2 years. That still doesn't feel real. When I think about how long I've been streaming, it's like, oh yeah, I'm the new kid on the block. 8 months, right? No, I guess I had our year anniversary. Oh god, wait, no. We're at 630 days. Oh, fuck. Owning a maid outfit is silly, right? I think it's silly. I think it'd also be, a sexy thing. I think maid outfits are so beloved that they cross many categories. Bloxy. Oh. No, I made a character with Maru on Path of Exile 2. We got through Act 1. Neither of us was following a leveling guide. We got shit on by the final boss. Maru, the first time I fought the final boss, I was in Proxy's chat. And so I was like, Giornoff 1, Yulin 0. And Proxy's like, Giornoff? Who the fuck is that? Is that some, like, no-name forgettable boss that I just killed in 2 seconds? I was like, it's the final boss of Act 1, Proxy. Oh, that guy? Yeah, I remember that guy. I killed him. I killed him easily in seconds. Okay. 2 minutes later, Giornoff 2, Yulin 0. You died again? What'd you do to your build, Yulin? Over the next 30 minutes, Giornoff 7, Yulin 0. And Proxy's just like, Yulin, are you good? Yulin, do you need help? I can come help you. I don't even feel good about this anymore. You're just... Bro, are you okay? Is everything alright? It's just like, fucking shut up, I'll get it. Giornoff 7, Yulin 1. Fucking showed his ass. And Proxy's just like, good job, Yulin. just couldn't bring himself to dunk on me. Main outfit gives plus 10 cleaning motivation. Literally the only time I like cleaning. I was happy for you. You were happy for me? There was some fucking pity in it. There was absolutely some, like... What did it take you that long for? Hi, Nick! Here's the problem, Proxy. I hate looking at leveling guides. I absolutely hate just doing a build that somebody told me. I want to do my own thing. That's what I did in Diablo 3, and it worked great. I found builds that were good. I'd be doing builds. My friends would tell me I'm wasting my time. I'd be clearing greater rifts higher than them. And then a month later, like, Wowhead and stuff like that would be like, hey, look at this fucking awesome Demon Hunter build. It's really strong. And I'm sitting there rubbing it in their face like, yeah, I did this. I don't have the knowledge of Path of Exile 2 yet. Quite frankly, Diablo 3 is just baby's first ARPG, so it's easy to collect all the information and know everything. Path of Exile 2, much more complex. Much more intricate than either Diablo game. So, like, it's gonna take me longer to learn everything. I really should just follow a build, play max level, learn the systems, and then, like, start trying my own things. I don't think I looked at one until after the first story clear. Really? Okay. Because it was taking forever to kill everything? That's surprising. You were just... fell upon something meta that easily. I looked at guide that did minor adjustments to fit my playstyle. On my way to boop Yulin Angie. What the fuck? You got the Angie boop. Yulin sucks at building? Yeah, that tracks. Hi, Ty. I don't suck at it. I'm trying to do it while learning, and I don't know all the systems. Summoner always says fine, that's all. I just want to do a poison build. The problem with poison builds in Path of Exile is that it counts as chaos damage, and it's very like, oh, well, if you're doing chaos damage, you have to do Wither. Well, if you're doing Wither, you have to do 2 poisons. You have to do a poison that applies Wither, and then your actual poison. And it's just like, Gas Arrow was still working after patch? Well, so I was trying to get it to work with Gas Grenade. Gas Arrow, I don't like bow, so I was trying to avoid using the bow. And I was like, Gas Grenade is awesome. I just chunked down this fucking giant cloud of poison, and then the enemies die in it. But like, if you're using grenades, if you're using crossbow, you only have 1 grenade skill. Hold on, let me say that again. If you're using crossbow, you only have 1 poison skill. If you're using bow, you have multiple poison skills, and it's a lot easier to stack with it. But I don't want to use the bow. I want to use the crossbow. So trying to do crossbow and gas poison damage is my mistake. I really shouldn't be. The other main poison build in the game right now is Poison Concoction, which is where you replace your mana flask charges with like poison flasks. And that's a strong poison, it does a lot of damage. But when I was playing it around level 50, I didn't have the setup to support losing my flask charges. Like, I would get to a point where I just run out of flask charges, and I'm like, well, now what do I do? All of my damage is gone. Fuck. I'm stealing that. LOL. Angie boop, Angie boop, Angie boop. Path of Exile 2 is fun. I really like the build diversity in building. I just need to learn the systems. I just need to get to endgame and see what all's available. I need to see a good planner. That's what I really need to see. So Diablo 3 had this fucking awesome calculator where it's like, you pick wizard. You click the shoulder socket, you see all the legendaries wizards can equip and their like special effects. And I haven't found a calculator like that for Path of Exile 2. The one I found is on Maxroll, I think, and it's dog water. It's such a shitty calculator. Don't think you need Wither for poison builds? It really felt like every build used Wither. Like, every time I looked up poison stuff, it was like, get Wither from this. Because it's like 50% damage overall. That's kind of big. Hi, Yuki. Yuki, I'm going to try and record today. It's Path of Building people use? Okay. I don't know if you have me on Discord or like we're in any mutual servers, Yasu. Could you DM that to me so I could mark that later? I would greatly appreciate that. Not to like, hey, join my Discord. I don't like... For a streamer Discord, my Discord sucks. It literally exists for the live notification if you rely on Discord for Twitch notifications. That's really the only reason it exists. I try to post memes in there. We try to post some stuff in there. It's got a fan art channel. Elan doing work, proud of you. Eland, I literally streamed Path of Building to you the day it dropped and had you downloaded. I don't think I downloaded it. I do remember you mentioning it. I was like, was that the thing Oku talked about? I remember you streaming it to me. There's a clips channel. There is a clips channel. I don't know. I don't push clips that hard. I'm not like trying to grow a YouTube channel with clips. I try to keep your Discord alive. There are times where I'm like, I should talk more in my Discord. I should post more memes. I should talk in it more. Hi, Blesky. But, like, it's not a focus of mine. The Discord is whatever you want out of it. So if you post stuff there and, like... I don't even know if it's what you want out of it. If it's helpful to you, hell yeah. I almost didn't make one. And then my friend Zuvi was like, I need a Discord channel, or a Discord server, so that I get notifications when you go live. And I was like, what? That's crazy. Don't you just get a notification on Twitch when I go live? And they're like, I don't have Twitch open all the time. And this was like, this was a moment of, what? There's people that don't have Twitch open on a second monitor at 24 hours a day? That's a thing you can do? And everyone's like, no, you're just fucking Twitch pilled, you fucking freak. And I was like, oh. Ooh, okay. Heyo, Blesk, how is the pretty boy doing? Yuki, oop. Oop call, ugh, beer. Okay. Monitor, I have devices. I have 3 monitors, Maru. I have my main, nice, gaming monitor. I forget its specs, but it's good for gaming. Then I have a smart TV. The smart TV, my parents had a smart TV when they had a really small house and they wanted it in the kitchen. Now that they have a bigger house, they have a kitchen next to a living room that just has a wall-mounted TV. And so this smart TV, it's fairly big. I want to say it's like 32 inches. They were just going to put in the garage. And I was like, can I use that while you guys aren't? They're like, yeah, sure. I was like, sure, if you ever want to use it again. Obviously, it's yours. I'm just borrowing it. Goes right back to you. And they're like, yep, that's how it works. And then they just moved. They just moved. And it was like, is this still mine? And they were like, is what still yours? The smart TV from the house when we lived in Ellsworth. We had a smart TV there? Yes, it's yours and I'm borrowing it. Oh, no, you can have it. I don't even know it exists. Okay. So that is my Twitch monitor. It would be fucking trash to game on. It is literally designed to be like a smart TV in your kitchen. Works great for Twitch. My third monitor, my dad had a computer in like literally 1996. It had a crazy old analog monitor. And when he upgraded, that just went into the garage. Well, I found it in the garage one day. And I was like, do you care what happens to this? And he was like, what is that? I was like, it's your old desktop monitor for your old PC you had in California. And he was like, oh, no, we should get rid of that, right? And I was like, well, alternatively, I take it. And he's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I'd throw it out otherwise. And so I took it. Listen to this. I have a analog to display port adapter so that I can use that monitor as a Discord screen. It only ever has Discord on it. But it is literally... It's plugged into a DisplayPort part of the graphics card as the fucking analog monitor. You know, the pretty boy question also counts for you. I'm good, Yuki. We're at 3.1 miles. I have a 4K monitor for that just for... What do you need a 4K monitor for Discord for? It's also 32-inch. I'd use a tablet for Discord if I could, honestly. If I could get like a shitty tablet and just plug it in to be used as a screen, I would. But I don't want to buy a tablet just for that. It was used... Oh, I am back. Sounds privileged to me. Oh, absolutely. It totally is. That I can just, like, go to my parents and be like, hey, what are you doing with this monitor? Forgot it exists. Mine now, yoinky splinky. That is, like, textbook privilege. God, today is such a shit show. How much longer are you working, Blesky? How much longer are you clocked in? It was used... Chad. Tablet baby you. It's not necessarily that, like, I want to be a tablet baby. Here's the setup I would like. Main monitor for game. Right monitor for things like Reddit or, you know, looking up information. Just like a floating monitor that I can use for something useful, right? Left monitor that's a smart TV for Twitch. And then a tablet for Discord that's kind of like angled in front of that right monitor. That sounds like the ideal setup to me. How much more boy smell you working up? Oops, wrong chat. Good lord. A little under the weather, honestly. Work being annoying. Family upsetting me. Today work is shit. The 6K users had their password force reset due to security breach data leak. Oh, God. Not enough inclines. Hi, Shocky. How long? For like 4 more hours? So you're like halfway through the day then, right? You've got the home stretch. You're over halfway there. Gone better, Blesk. Oh, I see that and it just fucking, my eyebrow twitches and I'm like, I hate that, but I like, if I had said it, I would love it. Gomena, sorry. There's a really good Leafeon's clip noodles of her walking up to a bunch of Japanese people talking And she goes, Ohio gomasari. And they just slow turn to her like, what the fuck? And she just goes, Yamate could stop. And she runs away. Ariga, thanks. Iris lol. I need people to pick outfits for my Shinano base for VR chat. I need ideas for what to wear. How many points to remove the bunny? That's not an option. Yeah, sling me idea. The stop one is my fave. I've got an idea for you, Blesky. But you have to join VR chat to see it. I can't show you on stream. That's fucked up, Ty. You want to undo people's redeems? That's PvP. How many points to remove the shirt? We'll do 1 sub. No, we'll do 5 subs. We'll do 5 subs. 1 sub is really fucking cheap. You give 5 subs and I'll take my shirt off. Yeah, wait, 1. I'm gonna just tell my manager. Well, you'll have to see later, or on an off day. Bless, hit me up later. We can do fashion. Hi, Jan. I saw a video that made me think of you, Jan. I think it was Portugal. Now I'm not sure if it was Portugal or Spain. But I'm thinking, I thought of Jan, so it must have been Portugal, right? It was this beach that had crazy, crazy waves. I think I sent it to Maru. Nope, that's not Maru. That's Matthews. The colossal waves at Nazard, Portugal are both beautiful and terrifying. You're Portugal, right? I'm not misremembering that. Nazard? Nazare? Did I read that E as a D? Okay. Yeah, it was a cliff. Hi, Mixie. It was a cliff. And you just see these like 50 to 100 foot waves just rolling along. And when they crest, they have fucking airtime. Where it's like the water is falling, but it's like taking so long to fall over. And it's like, holy cow. That is horrifying. And I bet people go surfing in that all the time. Hi, Yuli. Yep, hi, Jan. Bunny Muffin. We do have the bunny parts on today. Nazare is well known for having that video of the guy surfing that huge wave. I'm not sure if it's exactly the video I'm thinking of, but I think of like 3 or 4 videos like that where I'm like, yeah, I don't doubt it. Finally out of my Monday morning. Monday meeting. 2 hours, holy moly. Hi, Cairo. I was telling them, Cairo, about how we all got flashbanged yesterday. How we're all watching the Diva in the Grand Hub. And we're like, oh, this is so cool, yay! And then the sun rises and it just fucking flashbangs all of us. And we're just like, oh god, my eyes! Cairo can get me egg roll afterward. I think it was Ants that was saying the first time he saw it, it was literally like 3 a.m. in a dark room for him and he had the lights out. And so it was just like the worst flashbang possible. The waves get that big because near the shore, it's sort of like a canyon underwater. Oh. Cairo barking. Yeah, we got Hoth, Cairo. We are, I opened up the walking videos playlist. I clicked random, I clicked shuffle. I clicked next video. And I got Hoth and I was like, god damn it. Alright. It come with egg roll. Ah. Yippee! Hi, Aaron Jan. Pyro, I feel like I've asked this of you like 3 times, and I forget every time. God, the airhead is rubbing off on me. You haven't played Path of Exile, right? Started with Hawk today? You could say the morning's been pretty chill. You're banned. You're banned. I'm taking your ear. You've lost ear privileges. This is mine now. I played like 10 hours of PoE1. I'll take you up on the cooking offer only if I'm allowed to help. That's pretty cool.
I didn't realize that I looked at the stream, but I was slapping your ass with my ear.
Yeah.
That was not my intent.
Elin, how would you feel if someone made a dating sim and put you as the main love interest? Who would need to be the side love interest to not make you be the first choice? Wait, hold on. A dating sim put me as the main love interest. Who would need to be the side love interest to not make you be the first choice? I'm not sure I fully understand that second option. Being the main love interest, that's like, whoa, hang on. I don't know if I want that. Being an option in a dating sim. Okay. Is that a normal thing for dating sims? Is there like a standard girl that's like, you're supposed to go with this one, and the others are side choices? I see that in anime, where it's like, oh, it's a harem anime. There's the main girl, and then there's 5 other girls, right? I don't know, ones I played are like that. I don't know why. I just thought dating sims weren't like that. I would have thought there's like an easiest girl, where it's like if you don't do any of the special stuff, you end up with this one. But I would have thought it's more common. It's like, oh, they don't railroad you into this one unless you do special stuff. It's just whichever you unlock first, and you get the bad ending if you don't unlock any of them. I played a witch named Spooky Blowjob. That's pretty cool. Maybe it'll come out as weird, but it's nice that you thought about me. Oh, Jan, you are the Portuguese friend. If I see anything Portugal related, I think Jan. If I see Kazan the first Berserker, I think Jan. Literally, anytime we're watching game trailers, Jan, and a trailer for that comes on, I go, it's the Jan game! Proxy Shocky. I thought you were the home wrecker option. I don't know, the ones I played were like that. I smell main girl syndrome. Oh. Side love interest is just another Yulin with another hairstyle, but the main and side never meet, so the main Yulin never believes you. Okay, just switch dating sim for anime, now what? Seeing Mabinogi as the front of the Steam store page made me do a double take. I don't know. Being an option in a dating sim seems kind of fun. I don't know about being the main one. Here's what I think would be better, Yuki. A dating sim that has like 5 options. I'm not the main choice, but I'm the like... I'm the fucking threesome choice. So like if you focus Yuland, you get with Yuland. But like, let's say you focus someone else and Yuland, instead of them getting mad like, you're two-timing, you're trying to date us both. Somehow it works out that you end up dating both and it ends in a threesome. That sounds like the best option for me in a dating sim. Also, can it be a hentai dating sim? I'd prefer to, like, literally have the sex scenes. Portugal mentioned. Image of me holding Smol in one hand and Super Bach in the other. Hug. Bark. Dating both ends in a threesome. Bad end where Yulin gets the other to break up with you. Only if you do your voice acting. Oh, I have to do the voice acting? You get fake hentai where you see 10% of nipple after 100 hours of grinding. There's dating sims without sex scenes? Yes. Oh my goodness. Portugal Corrado. Ah. Oh, Yulin. I watched Ready Player One finally. 6 of 10. I've never seen it. Ohio Kaiwo. Ah. Do you like references? Nah. Here's the thing. I haven't seen so many things that a lot of references just get lost on me. Hi, Dehi. Oh no, it's 11 on a Monday. The emergency siren drills are starting. Shouldn't it be the first Monday of a month? I guess it is the first Monday of a month. There you go. My favorite bad movie that doesn't try to be bad. Ohio, mood. It's Wednesday here. Huh? Hi, Icy Fire. It's Wednesdays for us? Oh, duh. It's Wednesdays. I was like, what do you mean it's Wednesday? Not even in Australia is it Wednesday. What are you talking about? Alright. Icy's here. So we can do holidays. If I can click on them. No, Siren says. Yeah, I was being dumb noodles. Look up holidays so you can wait till you sit to read them. Shut up, Icy Fire. That's not how it works. AANHPI Women's Equal Pay Day. Oh, well, that's a dumb holiday. Empowered Women Entrepreneurs Day. Wow, we're just starting strong with the stupid ones. International Bee... I'm kidding. This is not an Asmongold stream. International Beaver Day. International Day of Reflection on the 1994 Rwanda Genocide. International Snail Papers Day. Metric System Day. National Beer Day. National Coffee Cake Day. National Fun Day. National Making the First Move Day. National No Housework Day. National Pet Health Insurance Day. Public Television Day. Sweet Potato Day. World Health Day. And World Health Organization Day. Coffee cake. We'll go with coffee cake. Wasn't yesterday International Asexuality Day? Yes, it was. Icy Fire Hug. Rip. You and Jesus. Yeah, I know you were a brat and I bit the bait hard. Hang on. No, I wasn't actually trying to be a brat, Noodles. I was being stupid. I was genuinely, like, confused, like, what do you mean it's Wednesday, huh? 2 a.m. Tuesday here. I gotta sadly inform you that I hate Super Block. I know for a fact they do it in the waves. Jack Hug. Rip. Icy Fire Love wasn't yesterday International. Yeah, Ace Awareness Week. Coffee Cake Day. National Beer Day. Hell fucking yeah. Coffee cake is okay. It's bad without coffee. Air. Giving me my tiramisu. I just don't like beer, but cider, it's been nice though. Metric System Day. What the fuck is a mile? Love you. Give me all the tiramisu day. No wonder I was so horny. Wait, what? What do you mean, what? Noodle sounds gay. I'm in. Damn, I forgot my own day. Noodle sounds turbo gay when wet. What the heck, Pixel? You don't have to try to be. Yeah, you good, Pixel? Is this a, like... tiramisu is a gay thing? That we're reaching for? Hi, Pixel. Bark, Jan. Pixel needs a hard restart. Kinda thinking the same thing. I feel like they're referencing a meme about tiramisu being, like, gay or something. And none of us are getting it. The tiramisu fandom is dying. Retweet if you love lady fingers in your mouth. Tiramisu are so good. What? What are we at? We're at 3.8 miles. We're cruising. We're cruising. Hi, Kyo. I'm like eager to record Minecraft, eager to record Maydress. I really want Vesperia tomorrow. Vesperia with Eris. We're like at the scene. We're gonna watch half an hour of cutscenes. I'm so excited for them. I cannot wait. Anybody that knows Vesperia knows we're at that part. We just did the Tower of Gasfrost. We just beat up Barbos. We're going back to Dawngrest. And shit's gonna go down. But it's been high-tech. It's been so fun. Just watching Eris, like, see all these cutscenes and stuff. I wonder if Cairo's preoccupied. I feel like he would latch onto this bait. Or maybe it's just too obvious. He's like, fuck you, dude. Steppies. Steppies. Okay. Alright, latch on to what? You weren't even listening. You didn't even hear it. I got a chuckle. So, Cairo. I was like, I can't wait for Tales of Vesperia tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm eager to record, the next Minecraft video and the Maydress stuff. But I'm really looking forward to Tales of Vesperia with Eris. It's been so fun seeing his reaction to all the cutscenes. I can't wait to play Tales of Vesperia with Eris. It's been so fun. Bruh. I'm alright, how's you? I'm good, I'm good. I had a really fun Saturday night on VR Chat. I tried drinking, found a drink I can actually swallow. Didn't get drunk, but, I should be able to next time I drink it. Yesterday I played Monster Hunter with Cairo and the boys. And then I played Path of Exile 2 with Mars. So yesterday was just a fun day of gaming. Bruh, Yuland is in this moment, in fact, not cute. Bro had 3 potatoes for dinner. Look, so Kyo, I don't drink, like, ever. I've been drunk one time in my life. And the time I was drunk, my stomach felt like it was going to turn inside out and kill me. It felt like I was getting stabbed. And people were like, oh yeah, you had an empty stomach. Don't drink on an empty stomach. So I was like, okay. So when I was drinking this time, I had a bunch of, I had 3 potatoes. And, did I just see a really harsh transition there? Did I fuck up? Or was this 135? I'm gonna go check that later. I had 3 potatoes before I started drinking. And then I learned potatoes absorb alcohol, and so, of course I didn't get fucking drunk. I had 3 potatoes in my fucking stomach. Oh, hell no. So I was like, I had 3 bottles of Red's Hard Apple Ale. And I'm like, man, I don't feel anything. This fucking sucks. You also didn't drink fast enough when full? I felt like I drank pretty fast. I started at like 9:30. And, I stopped around 12. For somebody who never gets drunk, I feel like that should have been fast enough to feel something, right? Hit me up next time I drink, I'll show you fast. No, I don't think I will, Noodles. I don't want to encourage that behavior. Did you want to get drunk? Yes. Yes, I did. Watched him visibly recoil from the carbonation. Dude, it was awful. It was like... It just felt like my mouth hurt. You mean my whole handle of rum on my B-Day in under 2 hours? Yeah, see? That's concerning. Totally just fucking cuz. Oh yeah, drinking fast, that's what I meant. I miss carbonated beverages. I hate carbonated beverages. In fact, the next time I drink, What I'm planning to do is open them all an hour before I start drinking, so that they're all flat as fuck. And when I'm drinking, I'm like, yay, this isn't awful. To be honest, it's not the best feeling, just get weirdly warm. Flat fuck Friday. I don't see Friday as a drinking night for me because it's typically with Core. I don't want to be drunk on stream. 1, I'll start saying shit about people. 2, my clothes will come off. I'd like to see a drinking Elin. I'm a lot more interested in drinking on Saturdays where clothes come off anyway. So, wow, Elin hates flat chicks. What? What? I think I said the opposite way. I said I want to drink flat alcohol. Elin's gonna tell the truth that he hates us all. Oh my god. Lacking clothes, talking shit about people. Oh no. You like doing that medical exam? Where you drink something to x-ray? Comes out more visible? So Saturday, eh? My clothes come off? Wow, wild. I wouldn't want it to happen on Core's stream. I'm super okay with my clothes coming off stream. Shit, Oku, on Saturdays when everybody takes their clothes off, I'm just like, okay. To be fair, I was not paying attention. No, flat chicks are great. Look, large breasts, they fill your hand. But no breasts lets you be closer to her heart. Okay? Both are fantastic. Nodders. No, I've got a Sangulin. No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. Miss fucking cow tits over here. You have $1 in pennies and $1 bill. Which has more value? Which has more mass? We're at 4.2 miles. Bam, large breast equals pillow. I envy my own avatar. You can still use a flat chest as a pillow. I envy my own avatar for having bigger breasts. Mine are now more than a handful. It's fantastic. Hell yeah. Hi, Harley. Harley, I was being nosy earlier. I have Chatterino, so I can see a lot of different chats. Whether they're live or offline. Whether people are talking there or not. And I saw messages popping up in your chat. But you weren't live. And I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on there. So I opened up your offline chat. And I saw Harley has redeemed pipe. Harley has redeemed pipe. Harley has redeemed pipe. Ah. We are testing channel point redeems. I have learned this from Yuli. Mood, Haxie. Nice, good for you, Haxie. I mean that earnestly. I mean it disrespectfully. Hell yeah, Haxie. Nice tits. Nodders. Zoom. Haxie and I get each other. Show them in bunny suit pic? Hell yeah. Respectfully nice tits. What really made me understand that Haxie and I are on the same wavelength was when we were talking, it was about some topic. And I think it was like, you know, Haxie and I dating each other wouldn't work. Because we're both self-centered and care about what we look like and not what the other person looks like. And Haxie was like, I literally already knew what you were going to say. Yes, 1000%. And I was like, yes, somebody who gets it. I don't hate it. But like, you know, you're with somebody and they're like, good night, Elder, sleep well. You're with somebody and they're like, oh, you've been so nice. You've been so cool. Let me make it up to you by going down on you. And I'm like, I don't really want that. I get it. You're like trying to be nice and like reciprocate, but that's not what I'm into. And they're like, no, but well, you know, what turns me on is being nice to the other person. What turns me on is satisfying them. And I'm like, well, then we're a bad match. Because that's not how this goes. And getting people to understand that is so just like... It's literally the fucking Patrick Star Manta meme of like, do you understand this? Yes. So you understand this? Yes. Then you get this. Yes. All right, we'll put those two things together and you get this. Yes. Then put them together. Literally the opposite thing of you've been explaining. God damn, it's literally that meme. I live to serve, not to be served. So nice, let me put ice on your nice hot nether regions. Hang on. Oop. Green Patrick's wallet. 21 memes are going out here. Oh my goodness. Changing the flavor. I live to serve, not to be served. A good phrase that I always liked, Haxie, was somebody was mad at me. They were like, you never initiate. You never think of yourself in this. You always just want me to do everything. You always want me to lead. And I was like, yes. And they were like, that's selfish, yada yada. And I was like, well, a good toy doesn't need to ask to be played with. And they were just like, this conversation over, that's hot as fuck, but this conversation isn't over. And it was like, yeah, fucking, I win this argument. I get that all the time. I mean, they aren't wrong. They aren't. They are 100% wrong. Because that's not what I want in a relationship. Like, yes, there needs to be communication. You two need to understand each other and know what each other wants. No, I meant it's hot as fuck, you idiot. Okay. I thought you were saying they were right about the, you know, I need to put in equal effort in the relationship. And it's not so much that. It's more like, what I want in a relationship is somebody that wants to lead. That wants to always go on their terms. That wants to, you know, fucking be a Chad, be a top, be a Dom. Why do we stop there? Yulin likes to be a toy. I want somebody that, like, almost is inconsiderate to, like, what I want in the situation. That's like, I'm horny, we're going. And being objectified in that sense, that's the turn on for me. That's the, like, holy moly. Now, that's in a relationship. That's not like, hey, just start hitting me up and saying, get on VR chat, we're ERPing, you know. It's not gonna work that way, guys. But, like, in a relationship, you know, I'm into slave play. I'm into stuff like that. Mr. Yulin, see me after class. I get that all the time. It's frustrating, Haxie. No angry boopery. Yulin likes to be a toy. No, it's... Oh, I think it helps when small communicate up front when appropriate. Yes, very much so. And when I had that conversation with the person, I don't think I understood communication as much as I do now. Mr. Yulin, see me after class. I put in equal effort. It's just not the same way they put in effort. My effort is to make me better for them. Exactly. Gotta give them extra homework, lol. It is very much like... when somebody hits me with the, oh, I get turned on by you being satisfied. So, you know, I want to take care of you too. And it's like, then don't. Literally don't do that. If you tell me I get off to taking care of the other person, then it's like, get out. There's the door. Get out. This isn't gonna work. That is like the red flag for me of, we are a bad match. You gotta go. I need a drink. What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? There's people that, sexually, they're like, I want to take care of the other person as well. Right? This person, you know, did all this stuff for me. That's very nice. I loved it. I appreciate it. Let me pay it back to them by taking care of them. Let me, like, go down on them. And I'm like, don't. Because, like, okay. Getting a blowjob. I don't know if I'd say no in the moment. But, like, to me, that's a very for me act. The other person is not getting pleasure from it. It is very much like, this is something for me. And in that regard, I don't like that. I want it to be about them, or at most, them and me. But I like the one-sided nature. I like the objectification. I like the slave play. I like that stuff. And so when somebody's like, oh, let me, you did this. Let me, you know, give you this in return. It's like, yeah. But don't. Especially, okay, with sex. Also with lewds. I cannot tell you how many times. You know, 69 exists, right? Yeah. And, like, I'm okay with 69. When it's like I said, them or us, I'm fine with it. But when it's something for just me, I'm like, I don't like this as much. I cannot tell you how many times, though, I've shown somebody lewds, I'm showing them pics, and they're like, wow, you're so cute, you're so hot. Here's a picture of my dick as thanks. And it's like, you have ruined this. You have ruined this. Are we talking about sex stuff too much? You bed now. See? That's good. That's, I'm like, oh, fucking hell yeah. Exactly. Not enough. Dizzy. I want to talk about Path of Exile 2 again. Oku, you're still here, right? Yes, too much icon. We're talking about Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 2, 2 days ago. Elon Musk decided to take another go at it. He had to prove to the gamers that he's real cool, that he is genuinely a top-tier Path of Exile 2 player. So you know what he did? And for the history of this, we know Elon Musk pays a guy to play Path of Exile pretending to be him. Elon Musk streamed it not knowing a fucking clue what to do on this character. Saying every game turned wrong, picking up the wrong loot, just being bad, didn't know how to use his abilities, didn't know how to travel around in the game. Clearly his first time playing. We also saw him at the inauguration, but he was live on Path of Exile 2. So, like, we literally know it's just someone else playing. He decided 1 or 2 days ago to stream it again. He decided, like, hey, new season, I'm gonna make a new character and stream it while on my private jet. Y'all, he died to the Miller. This fucking loser died to the Miller. For anybody that doesn't know Path of Exile, the Miller is literally the first boss. You make your character, you wash up on a shore, you talk to an NPC, and they give you your standard weapon. If you make a warrior, they give you a mace. If you make a monk, or if you make a ranger, they give you a bow. You go through, like, I don't know, a little section of a map. You unlock a chest that has, like, an offhand for you, usually, and gives you another skill. You walk through more of the map. You get a skill gem that gives you an ability. Then you fight the Miller. It is literally, you can get to the Miller in 2 minutes. He died to this thing. He died to it. And then while so embarrassed from dying to it, he just closed the stream and was just like, yeah, we're done. Smurfing with that 100 MS with Jet. Maybe that's his grand plan. So, it's so embarrassing. You can rig the game, but you can't fake influence while it's on his private jet. It's one of those things that, like... And I said this to Maru. Because I was playing with Maru when I found this. I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand this. Why does he try so hard to prove it's him? And it's like, it's so obvious. Literally everybody can see that it's not him. It's embarrassing. But he just can't help himself because he's got to prove that he's cool. He's so eager to be seen as like an alpha and a cool guy that he just doesn't see the embarrassment. He just keeps going with these stupid moronic plans. And it's just like, oh my god. It's baffling to me. It's literally a guy that sees a group of girls in high school. And he goes up to them and goes, watch this. And he tries to do a backflip and he lands on his fucking head, eats shit, falls into the mud. And he gets up and, like, in his head, in his delusions, he's like, nailed it. What'd you think? And it's like, dude, you are literally covered in mud and shit and you look like a loser. What do you mean, what do we think? He's just like, yeah, I know, I'm pretty cool, and walks away. It's literally just like that vibe to me. It's like, buddy. I don't get it. I don't get it. I cannot comprehend just that level of stupidity. I literally just am at a loss for words and spinning my wheels because I'm just like, I don't get it, dude. How? How are you so tone deaf? We're at 4.8 miles. We are actually in the 7th section. It went way faster than I thought. Is this the 7th section? I think it is. Yeah. This is the 7th section. There's 8 sections in this video. We're on the Imperial side on the south. We'll walk down, get close to this big structure here, turn right, and go into a canyon with a bunch of Sith mobs. And, then we'll switch to the final Republic side and walk past this big structure and go into a different one. This is like a big, starship graveyard where a lot of these gargantuan ships just crashed. I'm tired, though. 4.8 miles. 2 incline the whole time. Scientists have officially brought back direwolf from extinct? Hang on. Direwolves are real? Hang on. I hope this isn't a Nanoane moment of like, wolves are such a cool mythical creature. The direwolves? They're like wolves, but dire. They went extinct 10,000 years ago. Almost like dire bears. What's the difference between a dire wolf and a wolf? Are they just bigger? Are they just fucking like horse-sized wolves? They're like bears, but dire. God damn it. Direwolves are huge? Okay. That's cool. I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe we bring back some of the less scary animals first? Like mammoths. They've been working on bringing back mammoths. Direwolves are scary. Not horse huge, though? Okay. Many of his behaviors are common for those with autism. During the Pleistocene, a larger, more peculiar wolf than today's gray wolf strutted across North America. These large extinct canines, known as direwolves, used to rule North America. What happened to these fantastic beasts? Direwolf and the gray wolf coexisted for thousands of years. Elon, would you eat the mammoth meatball? If we rejuvenated the mammoth population and they were all over the place, and there was like a lot of them, and we, we're treating them like deer. Yeah, I'd eat mammoth. I'd eat the mammoth meatball. Hi, Sir Game Watch. What if it's lab grown? I would especially eat it if it's lab grown. Are you kidding me? A flank of, like, mammoth that didn't involve killing a mammoth? That sounds fucking awesome. I could take a direwolf. I'd like 2 direwolves, Haxie. I'm pretty sure I could take 2. After eating bison, I 100% get why ancestors nearly drove them extinct in a fight, right? Of course. I saw an animation yesterday, Haxie. And it was, I think it's somebody's, like, scaly OC. Nah, maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Never mind. Don't steal my joke. Wait, your joke? Noodles, you can't claim that one. Huh? The way or the... My joke is my limit is 2? Pick another number. You cannot associate the number 2 with an extremely common meme and be like, this is mine. Do not steal original OC. I love seeing original OC. Because OC stands for original content, and seeing people say do not steal original OC is just like, you don't even know what it means, do you? Donut steal OC blocks? Oh, I thought you were claiming in a fight, right? Which has been around a long time, original character. Is it original character or original content? I guess it's character. The last section is really long. Depending on the context? Okay. I had a fucking super pleasant DeviantArt run-in with OC. I've always seen it as original character. I think original character because I come from DeviantArt. But, like, content makes a lot more sense in other situations. But speaking of DeviantArt, I had a friend that I met through World of Warcraft, and she was an artist. She was a super cool artist and drew a lot of cool stuff. At one point, I was going through her gallery. This is right before Wrath of the Lich King. I'm like 15, maybe 16. I'm going through her gallery, and I saw that she did a collab with another artist. And they were like a black and green gremlin. Gremlin imp demon thing. But the character's name was Noxidium. And I was like, whoa. I don't really care about what the character looks like, but Noxidium? That's a really good name. I like that name. And I messaged them. I'm like, hey, art friend. What is this character from? I didn't understand what an art collab was back then. And they were like, oh, I don't know. I probably made it up. She didn't take the time to look at, oh, this was literally an art trade collab where I drew our characters, they drew our characters, and we just, you know, traded the art. And so I was like, oh, if you made it up, can I use this name? She was like, yeah, sure. So Wrath of the Lich King comes out. I make a Death Knight. And I name it Noxidium. And I play on this Death Knight for like 4 or 5 months. And I don't know why. I think I saw somebody post screenshots of their World of Warcraft stuff in DeviantArt, and I was like, oh, I can do that. Hi, Koyo. Oh yeah, you in what army? I don't have an army. But I can take an army. I can take an army. I post screenshots of my Death Knight, named Noxidium. And somebody messages me. Yeah, 2. 2 armies, Noodle. I can take 2 armies. I can take 2. I post screenshots of my, my Death Knight named Noxidium. And I get a message from somebody. And they're like, you know you can't use that name, right? And I was like, what? And they're like, that's somebody's OC here on DeviantArt. You kind of stolen their name. And I was like, what are you talking about? What? I got it from my friend. And they're like, well, I'm telling them. And then I get a message from the artist. And she's like, yeah, hey, are you using the name Noxidium? And I was like, yeah, that's my Death Knight's name in World of Warcraft. I got it from my friend, Cali Cat. And they're like, that's not their name, it's mine. They did an art trade with me. You can't use that name. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not paying for a name change. And I don't think you can really claim a name. That sounds ridiculous to me. So I'm going to keep using this. My friends literally all call me this. My friends call me Nox. You know, their pet name for me is Noxy. So, like, I'm going to keep using the name Noxidium. And they were like, this is unacceptable. I then found a blog post. If you search hard enough, you can probably find it still. But it was this post from this girl. And she's like, this fucking shit stole my name. He's running around on World of Warcraft claiming he came up with the name Noxidium. That's me. That's my name. He stole it from me. He stole my identity. This is so fucked up, dude. And he says he, like, will never change it because his friends call him Nox. I hate him. I hate him so much. He stole from me. And like, I saw this blog post years later. I was like, what the fuck? Huh? Oh god, never mind, I got scared whenever DA is mentioned. You've been on the weird parts of DA then. Oh my god, Heiko. Because I got on there, main account, and went many years before I learned of its reputation. Now it's a cesspool of AI slop, and an ever-increasing amount of AI artists. In a fight rate, I bet you could take an army. On my way to join the army. What about a leggy? What about a leggy? Stare, Heiko. In a fight, right? Oh, wow. People thinking they can claim a name. Hello, Noxy. You can't use a name in a game. Yeah, sure, buddy. Can't believe you stole their name, dude. Gatekeeping name, Sizzy. I'm renaming it to Trogdor 33221 Keck. Imagine not having a 100% original name. If having same name was illegal, people's names would literally be like Ewan336327. I'm messaging Twitch right now that you are using my copyrighted name. I actually had that situation. Oh, God. Dude, it was like... I think about it and I literally think of like... the emo kid hot topic scene of like middle school and high school of just like... Bro, you need to fucking grow up. You need to like... take it as flattery. Be like, oh yeah, you like the name? I liked it too. Give me a follow on my DeviantArt page, right? Like, just... you need to be positive with it. To have a fucking meltdown like that, I look back and I'm just like, oh god. Oh god, it's everything wrong with that time period. An artist was Noodles, but I grabbed it from him, but never had any of the drama. So we just swapped a brothel, just a series of events without knowing one another. So here's the thing, this artist, she went to her DeviantArt page, and she wrote a journal post. She was like, this guy stole my name, brigade him. Literally cancel him, everybody. Cancel his ass. Make it so that he's not on DeviantArt anymore. I didn't post on DeviantArt. I didn't read comments. I didn't see any of this shit. So I just went about my day following artists, liking their posts and seeing good art. And then like 3 months later, I saw that I had like 55 comments or something on my DeviantArt profile page. And I was like, what the? Oh. All these people canceled me, I guess. Idiots. Like it literally didn't do anything to me. Because I wasn't an artist on DeviantArt. I just liked art. God, who would be so lame as to steal someone else's name for WoW characters? Stole 80% of their names from Discworld. Zoe, I can't come up with names on my own. Euland is from Tales of Zestiria. Before this, I was using Gumi, which is a Vocaloid. Before that, I was using Nox, which was some DeviantArt artist OC. I've also gone by Crocodile. I've gone by Nargacuga. I've gone by Corsola. I went by Saja in early WoW days. That was a hunter friend in WoW that I met in Classic. I went by Murakumo, which is from an Inuyasha movie. I just yoink names. I literally can't come up with my own shit. I've had Haxie for over 20 years. So like 5 years ago, I could get it everywhere. Now people take it and also offer to buy it from me. Emos don't need to grow up. Just come out of the closet. Help, Elin? What do you need help with, Global? Bro got canceled. Didn't notice. I can't even Deviant. I can't believe DeviantArt canceled a gay. Ah, those were the days. I know a streamer who said she could never play MapleStory because a guy friend liked their username, so they decided to use their user on MapleStory. It's about time for that name rebrand, dude. You thinking about it? Koyo's gone through a few rebrands. I'm still in a very small corner of my heart, a little bitter that I tried so hard to train myself to say Aiko, and everyone else was just like, Aiko? Yeah, let's stick with Koyo. Let's just keep saying Koyo. And I'm like, it's so hard. Like, it's one thing to change it, right? But when everyone else is just like, who the fuck is Aiko? Oh, right, the streamer I'm watching. I thought they were Koyo. I'm like, you motherfuckers are making this so hard for me. And I appreciate you for it. I love you, Koyo. Koyo, are you gonna play Path of Exile 2 at all? Or are you still just, like, deep in the fucking Monster Hunter soup? I made a character last night with Maru, and I got through Act 1. Isn't Nox literally the Latin word for darkness? Yes. Love it too, and yeah, I might. Nox is literally just Latin for, like, darkness/night. And I learned that when playing Star Wars The Old Republic. I got my Sith Assassin, to max level. I finished the story. And they were like, you have a seat on the Dark Council. You will from henceforth be known as Darth Nox. And I was like, what the fuck, huh? They know? And like, my entire guild was messaging me like, they fucking know, dude! Dark Lamau. She had strangers find her Twitch and go, hey, remember me from MapleStory? Ugh. I've been proxy since Warcraft 3 Dota days. I'm envious of that. I'm envious of people who can, like, pick a main class in a game and stick with it. Or, like, pick a weapon in Monster Hunter and never change. Or pick a name and never change. I don't see myself ever changing from Euland. I'm very happy with Euland. I like the shortenings it gets. I like how you don't really come across it I typically don't need to, like, do extra characters. I can get it in most games. I'm happy with Ewan. I'm also happy with Ewan. Yay. It's his fault for staying red. Neither can. I tried going by as spines, but given it's from Discworld, it's usually taken most places, hence the current one. It's his fault for staying red. Three names I noticed: Haxie, Hexternal, and Leia. I met you as Hexternal. So I didn't know Haxie was Hexternal for a little bit. And then even once I knew, I was like, I gotta stop saying Hex. I gotta stop saying Hexternal. When I like started noticing you, Haxie, was when I started playing Final Fantasy XIV. And you said it wrong. Oh no. You and I don't see them around as much, so I'm hoping they're still cool. I'm hoping there's no drama with them. You and the person were always together on the fence. At the FC house. Huh? Look, okay, look. Me and Shine, you and Clean Bin, I think. It's one of those things where it's like you see someone around all the time, and then you stop seeing them and like, I don't know if something happened with them. I don't know if they're still cool. Changing names should be banned. I love you too, and yeah, I might. It's his fault for saying red. Yeah, well, you're ugly. Oh, snap, dark. I ran it years ago, but people still call me Trog since they only know me from Twitch. Well, Mao, LL, Batroman. Who? I'm also happy with Ewan. Noxie, why did you convert to Ewan? Because I thought of Nox. One, you know, I learned about the Latin thing. I was like, that's lame. I wish I didn't know this. Whoa, that's a long time ago. Hi, Stalking Koishi. And then, also, I just wanted to distance myself from this crazy DeviantArt person. Just knowing that the name Noxidium came from that psycho is like, I need to get away from this name. So, this was on the Maiev server. When we transferred to Lightning's Blade, I was playing through Tales of Symphonia Dawn of a New World, and I combined Noxidium with Tenebrae, and I went by Tenebium for a little bit. Very short time. And then we didn't stay on Lightning's Blade for long. We went to Blackhand. I was like, okay, I'm such an altaholic with many characters. I need, like, I need something else. I was still going by Nox. And so I would put Nox with Diablo 2 runes. So my Death Knight became Nox Lum. And then, like, my Shaman was Nox Zod. My Rogue was Nox Ith. Probably my warrior was Nox Ko. Shorten, no. We just elongate you here. Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh my goodness. You said it wrong. He's a Star Wars geek. Me and Shine. I told you the story about Emery's former mod rebranding the Trog... Yes, Trognatic. Telling people to call him Trogna. That's so weird. Whoa, that's a long time ago. It's a Baka Yulin. Me and Clean was like 2019. Damn, you really had little emo boy usernames. LOL cringe. Yeah, hi Violet. No, I remember it was Final Fantasy was doing the Shadowbringers launch thing, where if you had Prime, you got Shadowbringer, or you got Final Fantasy base for free and a month to play. I started playing then. I was going through Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, and I remember, you know, I would see all the Whoops people, I would see all the Lele people, Townie, Shizu, Proxy, Shiny, Anubis. I'd see all the different communities there. And I remember you and Cleanman were just always on the gate together. And I remember at one point, one of you, I don't remember which one of you got the cactus mount from the Golden Saucer, the million MGP one. Million or 2 million, I forget how much. But I remember once one of you got that, it was all you ever fucking stood on. Me? Hell yeah. Damn, yeah, that was back then. I don't see that person as much anymore, so I'm like, I don't know if something happened. Whether it's like they just moved away from Twitch. I don't know if there was like drama or something. I don't know if it's bad to bring them up. I don't know about them. I don't even know if you hung out with Shine that much. That was actually when I was hanging out with Shine a lot. Is fine? Okay. In 2020, I started work from home. And something that kept me focused on working was doing gates every 20 minutes. So for 8 hours, I would clock into work. I'd be typing away, verifying fiber lines. And I would just be AFK in the Golden Saucer. And every 20 minutes, a gate happens. Go do Leap of Faith. I would take a break at my work PC. Walk across the room to my gaming PC. Knock out Leap of Faith in a minute. Walk back to my laptop. And, focus on work for 18-ish minutes. And that would be my routine for like 6 hours. And then Shine would get home from his job. And there would be 2 hours of just like him and I. Shine would be also in the Golden Saucer sitting next to me. And I'd talk to him a little bit, right? Like, the gate would start. I'd be talking to Shine. We'd both do the gate. If it was Leap of Faith, it was a race between us. And then I'd talk to him for a minute or two after. And then I'd go back to my work laptop and work for 15 minutes. Great system. Kept me super productive and focused. And, like, it made the day go kind of fastish. Nami and Shine hanging out was, like, middle of Endwalker onwards, I think. This was 2020 to, like, late 2021. And so, my work shift would end, I would clock out, and then it would be like, well, Shine's here, so I'm just gonna hang out with Shine, and stay in the Golden Saucer for an extra 3 hours. And so him and I would just talk together. We would just be sitting there in the Golden Saucer, talking for like 3 hours, and doing every gate as they came up. That's when I got really close to Shine. Was at the Golden Saucer. And earning that fucking cactus. I have every mount from Golden Saucer. I don't have the new 3 million one. Once I got every mount, it was very hard for me to focus on gates. I didn't care about them, because I was like, oh, what am I working toward? I should have had it in my head of, there's going to be more. But, like, it was very hard to motivate me once I had all the mounts. Shine would stand near me, we both AFK for hours, and come back to so many people being like, ooh, they are dating, oh my god, and Shine are just like, huh? I think we got that once or twice. We'd have people in the Golden Saucer come up to us and be like, you two are here together every day, it's so cute. You two must really like the Golden Saucer, did you meet here? And we're like, what? No. I'm just working, that one just got off work. Are you even dating? What the fuck? No, we're not dating, huh? My LH, man, I love Ha. You know what's even funnier, Haxie? I was a Viera boy. He was an Aura girl. So they thought I wore the pants in the relationship and he was the girl. Lamau. Man, I love Ha. There's still people who don't believe we are not dating. There's some people that you look at and you're like, they're dating, right? They're always together. They have to be dating. But that's you being nosy. It turns out Guys and girls can be friends without dating. Same thing for guys and guys and girls. But, like, you see a guy and a girl spending a lot of time together, and you're just like, oh, they're dating, of course, right? Right? Amazing. People already know I couldn't wear pants if I tried. I do love Hoth. It's big and snowy and cold. Oh, brother blasting. I do like Hoth. It's a little long. I wish I had split it into Republic and Imperial. I wish I had thought of that before. I don't know why I put it in two. I think Hoth is... Did I do it right before Alderaan? Because Alderaan No, I didn't split Alderaan. Alderaan and Hoth both should have been split. I think it was the next one, Belthalvis, that was like, this needs to be split. That's what she said too. See, you're talking about walking? People can pair up? Must. It's social law. I'm talking in general. I am talking about walking. I would say it's my favorite planet in Star Wars universe. It's the snowy one, so I think it's cool. Also, Hoth is better than Tatooine. I hate sand. Does anybody like Tatooine? Is there realistically anybody who sees Tatooine and is like, God, I'd love to live there? It just seems so awful. I think Hoth would be also pretty tough to live in, but if I had to choose between the two, I'd take Hoth. Well, okay, let me think about that. I'd much rather deal with the snow than the cold, right? I do think the snow would be more difficult. And when I start thinking about clothes, you know, in Hoth, you are bundling up. You're wearing layers and layers and layers, and, like, that sounds awful. Whereas in Tatooine, you're wearing, like, drapey, loose-fitting clothes. Not necessarily exposing skin all over the place, but, like, much more flowy, much more clothes that don't stick to you, you know, things that easily come off. That sounds kind of fun. You're going to Camino and you'll like it? Since Tatooine looks too close to my home? No. But I'd still take it over Hoth. I think Alderaan would be cool. You know, before blowing up. I think, what is it? The one planet. Voss. Voss would be fucking gorgeous. But there's weird aliens. I like clothes that easily come off. Yes, I was gonna say pre or post. Always pre. I am not thinking of, like, you know, but it blew up in the show. I'm just saying, like, hey, I'd choose to live there. Alderaan's fucking nice. That's literally like the scenic mountain town aesthetic. Honestly, if we're talking for me living on my own, I would just live in Coruscant. Coruscant, Nar Shaddaa, maybe Corellia. The city planets that's like, okay, I'm not going to leave my apartment. I'm gonna have delivery easily available. I don't give a shit about nature. I mean, I do, but I don't care about nature and going in it. I want to stay locked up in my apartment. I want to live in the city, and Coruscant would be great for that. Naboo doesn't seem bad. Naboo seems alright. Ah, yes, the New York City of Star Wars. Nature's for vacations. Ah, I like that. Ah. I thought this video would be around 7 miles. Because it was 2 hours and 47 minutes, right? Was it 35? Am I remembering that wrong? Oh, it's 35. Where'd I get 47? Okay. It's gonna be 6.3, 6.4 miles. And we're at 6.1 right now. Ah. Oh, God. Seattle is up to its eyeballs in nature. They come to the fucking desert. The state for vacation still makes no sense to me. When you want to go to Seattle, but you go to the cheap parts of Seattle, I imagine. Oh my god. I'm tired. Today, talked about my plans for the week like 3 times. Cheap and Seattle don't mix. Cheaper, right? Cheaper. Well, it's cheap in Washington, right? Not specifically Seattle. Cheaper means it's gonna be the dangerous part. Today, Minecraft video. We're 100% doing the Minecraft video. If I have time, maid dress video. After that, I probably won't have much time today. After those 2 things, I think that's it. If I do have time, I don't know, I'll probably put Path of Exile. Tomorrow, Tales of Vesperia with Cairo and Eris. I'm excited for that. Wednesday, I don't know if Koyo's still here, but I think we're playing Repo. We've played Repo the last 2 weeks, and it's been good. It's been really good. We played it 2 weeks ago and had a lot of fun. But, you know, the balancing was scuffed. Played it 1 week ago, and the balancing was better. Not perfect, but better. This week, I imagine it's more Repo. Lethal was good, but, like, Repo needs to fall off to go back to Lethal. Repo needs to just, like, hit a wall where it's like, nobody's... Let's go try Lethal again. And it'll probably be, like, 3, maybe 4 months. Thursday, more Tales of Vesperia. Friday, VR chat with Core. Potentially stealing Space Fish and Smug. Saturday, game night / drinking night. I'm gonna try getting drunk again. And that'll be the week. The next video I do for Minecraft after the Taiga will be desert. And I think a desert will be super easy to do. Don't break anything. I'm in a much more padded room. There's a lot more cushioning now. And also, like, the cable won't just, like, get taut. It's on a cable system with a lot of elasticity, with a lot of give. So, like, I don't think I can't imagine my headset falling off and just smack on the ground. I'm in a padded room, in 2025. It's not a padded room, but, like, I've got a rug, got a beanbag. There's a lot of stuff that would just break my fall if I fell toward it. Now, if I hit the treadmill, uh-oh. That'd be bad. We're almost there, guys. We're almost fucking there. Does it collapse out of the way? I could fold it up and move it out of the way. The problem is, that is like a 20-minute endeavor. And I'd rather just risk it and, you know, go, I'm not gonna fall on this. There's a low chance of me falling on the treadmill. Whereas, like, the effort to move it... Here's the problem, Violet. The treadmill is on a yoga mat. That yoga mat is on the rug. And so getting those 2 things to line up without someone's help is very difficult. Getting those things to, like, not scrunch up and be awful is so much effort that I'm like, I just don't want to touch this thing. Once it's in the right spot, it's good. It's good. Don't touch it. Don't touch the rug. Famous last words. Please, no. If those end up being the famous last words, we'll get a Beyond big screen. It will probably take a while to get. We'd stream in desktop for a little bit. where I would just be like walking and you wouldn't see the movement at all. Maybe I'd like try to find, I'd get somebody to help me finding a walking animation to put on the avatar. So I could like just walk with a very stiff like walk like this. And I'd walk on the treadmill while playing, but the aesthetics of the stream would definitely be down because, you know, I'd be a lot more stiff and have a lot less control of things. Don't say famous last words. Don't fucking say that. Nodders. I wouldn't really want a big screen beyond. I don't want to deal with the audio stuff of that. Infamous first words. No! Famous last words. Damn the torpedoes. Full speed ahead. That guy did not understand how torpedoes work. And he got a lot of people killed for it. I think 6.4. I think 6.4 is going to be the number. What time is it? 12:06? Ah, Koyo's live. Let me just go get those channel points. Let me just get those channel points. Oh. It hasn't updated yet. Civil War torpedoes were modern day mines. Are we halfway done with the video? No, we are not halfway done with the video. Well, I'm like lagging a lot. Or at least Firefox is. I don't know if like OBS and VR are lagging. Dude, Firefox fucking chugs for me. It struggles. I liked Chrome a lot more, but I also like not getting ads on my own fucking videos. Starts playing Living on a Prayer. I get made fun of for using Edge. Circling back to VR headsets, yeah. Go on. I like the Index, it's super comfy. I wanted an Index. When I broke my headset in 2019, I wanted one. But this was back when you couldn't get them. You had to wait like 6 months at a time for a 2-week window to order them and then wait 4 months. And so I said, fuck it, I'm getting a Vive Pro. And this thing has been old faithful. My screens are just a bit pixely for me at times. I don't know if that's my GPU or not still. Modern day torpedoes wasn't invented until 1866. Oh, I thought you were saying like the explosion and damage they did. Either way, whatever he referred to as torpedoes, he did not understand what they were. Anchor, local, world. This can go up a little. Alright. Let's fucking pause Ultima Thule before everybody starts crying. What are you running? 1080. Yolanda said I'm shocked you get VR to run once. Yeah. Hi, Grianne. We recorded there, and every time it's like, alright, which part did you cry at? This is the part I started crying at. I jumped from a 570 XT to 2080 Super. It's possible. You don't have the throughput with that and have to downscale a bit for the resolution. Nom. And then from then, it just went higher and higher. Hmm. You guys wait here. I'm going behind the tree. Ah. Ah. Look at her fucking face. Her smug aura mocks you. Oh my god, get these shoes off of me. That feels so good. Calibrate. Avatar. EJs. Joker. Then she scurries away. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. But yeah, 1080's due for an upgrade for VR use eventually. Here, Violet, have a treat. What happened? We finished. We did 6.5 miles. Oh, I thought it was going to be 6.4. Where is my mouse? There it is. 6.4. Nope, 6.5. 6.5 miles. And now we rest. Done. And then we come over here to Ultima Thule. Blows. We come over here to this. Wait, hang on. Wait. Did I fuck this up? I totally did. Ah. Okay. There was somebody that I was thinking of raiding today that is no longer there. What was I going to do? I was going to click something in Discord. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I do remember. We were going to look at the world list that Joe sent us. Okay. I'm never here for this part. So this is weird. Ah. Really? Oh, I guess you're not, because usually you're up late and you gotta go to bed. Once we get to the Entrog, we update the title with the distance. I change the streams I'm lurking in. I switched to my fucking comfy pajamas outfit. It's not supposed to be for Twitch, but I don't have a better one yet because I've been lazy. And then we go to a comfy world and just hang out and talk. This part of the stream is inspired by my friend O-Girls. Because this was like the majority of her stream was just hanging out in a comfy world, talking to chat. Just imagine sitting on a couch, friends surrounding you, just all having a conversation. That is heavily inspired by O-Girls for me. Let's go to
having a conversation or just being wild animals.
That had nothing to do with wild animals. What?
I said or being.
What does that have to do? What?
I said friends around you having a conversation or just being wild animals.
Yeah, where does the wild animals come from?
Never mind.
I missed that one. Have I been to this one? I may have been to this one. Friends. Great instance. Drop portal. Where's Juice? Is Juice still here? Juice is not still here.
Nope.
Okay. Portal. Ah. Now, why isn't it for Twitch? It's not for Twitch because it has nipple textures. And it also does not have enough clothes covering the bottoms. So I have to be very careful keeping the camera level with me. If it goes too high, you'll see boiba. If it goes too low, you'll see thong. And I don't really want those showing on Twitch. Looks fine to me. Holy shit, I have been to this world. Oh my god, I have been to this world literally years ago. Oh my god, okay.
This is an old classic, I think.
You guys are getting the first person perspective. You can see G Keo stream behind that. Is that like that when I turn this on?
Oh my gosh, she's sexy.
No. If I use the stream camera, you don't see G Keo. Interesting. Where is the music? Oh my god, I hear it, but it's super quiet compared to the rain. Is there a player somewhere? Hi, Haxie. Portals.
There's a player down here.
Is it playing anything right now? No. Okay. That's okay. We have come prepared for this situation.
There's also a sound modifier here.
Oh. But I don't see, like, music. Interesting, interesting. Reset settings, that's just gonna change. Whatever. We have come prepared for this. I come to this. Click on this. I click on this. A little loud. Nope. I hate adjusting volume in VR. You guys have no idea how just hard it is. Unless, I guess, you use VR and you know. Ah. Okay. Whoa. What the fuck? The moon, like, moves with my head. I don't know if I like that. This is actually the map I met Hikari in. Wait, is it? No, I met Callie here. Callie I met here. Hikari I met in Yuiko's Rock. Does it have a place to, like, sit down with the background? The cat is perched up on top of the house. I want to say there's a way down into the caves. I remember that being a thing. Is it? No, you can't boardwalk. I wonder how you get down there.
6 years old.
Yeah, so it should have the old movement.
Let's test that out. Kind of.
Okay, so what I'm thinking of is like you're in the air and you push forward and you do the...
Oh, the air walking.
Yeah. It just doesn't for me. I'm just special. I hate this. I hate it here.
I don't think I can do it either.
It's always easier to do it on desktop.
No,
Yeah, I tried.
it's not a matter of easier, because I was good at it. I just literally can't right now. I don't really see a place to sit anyway. So, let's go to a different map. This is a fucking blast from the past, though. Holy.
Yeah. I think this is the first map I ever saw like a planet that done.
Hmm. New instant. Friends.
By the way, I know there's nothing to indicate this shouldn't be Urchat, but I fucking did the knife motion like you could see it.
Oh.
Why do I do that?
Portal. Where's this window? Ah, looks fine to me. Taking a while to get comfy. We are. I've been trying to find more comfy maps. And Joe, not the other Joe, but NDQU gave me a list of comfy maps to look at. Also, I can't see chat right now. Twitch servers requested us to reconnect. Reconnecting. Reconnected. Join channel. Your connection to VRChat timed out. Verify connection and try again. Oh god, are we fucking having a day like this? Well, time to end then. Iris, not like this. No. We just had to try again. This was my homeworld until like a week ago. I have been living in this fucking log cabin.
Don't know a lot of cats that still like that, but alright.
Okay. The fucking cat on the windowsill. Ah. Ugh. Ah. I am big comfy. I'm glad it didn't get like stuck loading. I'm glad it was only one reconnect and then it was like problem solved. Haxie, come here. I did not go through all my notes today. What things didn't I talk about? There are 3 things I didn't talk about. Mostly small stories. Since we're listening to Pokemon. I saw a story of a guy who bought a mint condition sealed Pokemon Yellow cartridge. It had not been opened from its like original Game Boy packaging that somebody bought at GameStop, and it was still like plastic sealed. This cost $3,000. He literally bought this and literally just wanted the collector's edition of it. But Customs thought it was a fucking bomb.
Oh.
So Customs opened the plastic seal. Come here. Opened the plastic seal, ripped open the like Game Boy case. Yoinky splunky. You know the plastic case that holds the cartridge? They literally just ripped that open and knifed through like the front of it. Like they literally, it was almost like they were trying to destroy the value of it. And this poor dude, he's like, yeah, he paid $3,000 for this, and they just fucking trashed it. And there's probably nothing he can do. At this point, you should have just DHS insured it. I mean, if I ordered something like that for $3,000, I hope he did. I hope he did, but the customs broke the acrylic holder, ripped the seal, and sliced the front of the box. $3,000 gone. Woohoo, 6.5 miles. You did great today, Elin. Thank you. Hi, Dore. Hi, Ashley. Where did Haxie go? I've lost track of it.
To your right.
Haxie's over there. I'm like conflicted. On one hand, I want to respect people like not wanting to be on camera and, you know, not being like, get in the shot. On the other hand, I just want Haxie in my lap. Hi, Dory. Hey, Dory. Another story was that, this guy, or this girl, not guy. This girl was working out at the gym, and she thought her personal trainer was hitting on her, because her personal trainer was like, hey, would you mind if I took a photo of you? And she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, okay. And so she poses smiling, and he takes a photo. Later that night, he sends her a Photoshop edit of her face being put on Buzz Lightyear, and he's like, oh my god, you look like Buzz Lightyear. And she's just like, okay, well, I thought my personal trainer was flirting with me. Apparently, I have the same face as Buzz fucking Lightyear, and he couldn't unsee it and just had to make a little Photoshop edit of this. Cool. Real cool. Real fucking cool. That's so fucked up. That's so just like, oh my god. That's every girl's dream, isn't it? Being told you look exactly like Buzz Lightyear. And then the last thing I saw was a guy that was being super petty. I would have done the same thing. This guy, he was fighting with his homeowners association. And his homeowners association was like, we don't want to see your trash cans. You cannot have your trash cans in view. So they need to be in the garage or behind a fence. And he's like, well, the garage is my personal gym, so I'm not doing that. And I already built the fence. That's for the AC unit. They want me to build another fence for just my trash cans? All right, we're going to war. And so he's like, you know what, homeowners association? You have two choices. You can either say, forget this, and, you know, just, you know, not complain about seeing trash cans, they're fucking trash cans, on the side of my house. Or we can go to war, and I can build a bat sanctuary in my front yard. And I'll put it right in front of where the trash cans go, so I can't have a fence there. And legally, you will see my trash cans, and you'll have a big bat sanctuary pole. And they were like, do it, no balls, you won't. There was a TikTok of this guy making the bat sanctuary and putting it up. And for anybody that doesn't know US laws, bat sanctuaries are protected. So if you build one, it's just like federally protected. It's just like a homeowners association cannot do shit about it. They are fighting federal law if they try. And so if you can build a bat sanctuary to circumvent homeowners association laws, it's kind of the going nuclear option. It's kind of like, if I build this, there is nothing you can do. And I was reading the comments on this video, and everybody was like, homeowners associations need to be abolished. Homeowners association bad, right? There was a lot of those. There were some people taking it a little too far and getting crazy with these. there was a lot of homeowners association or micro communist communities, the most un-American thing possible. I was like, what? I don't know about this one. Somebody was like, people should take the homeowners association board members and shoot them in the street. And it was like, now hang on. I don't like HOAs either, but that seems a little extreme. We've talked about homeowners associations before here. I don't like them. I understand the appeal. I understand the logic of them. I personally don't like them. I would have done the same thing. I mean, what? Who was whimpering just now? I think that was Kyle laughing. When I was buying a house, I was making sure to avoid a HOA.
It was supposed to be a laugh.
Yeah, no, calling HOAs micro-communist communities isn't too far from the truth. I get it, but the way they were wording it was a stretch. Where my bunny ears go? I don't have them on this model yet. Here's the thing, Trog. I need to do outfits. I need to have the streamer model that has outfits, and it's not super optimized. It's all my outfits, right? And then I need individual outfits that's like, this is the pajama avatar with, you know, all the bits, the SPS, the toggles on and off. But like my main avatar will be, I redeem bunny, I'm in a bunny suit. With bunny ears, stuff like that. You also didn't do SiriBot yet? Right? I didn't. I was busy that day. I was literally finishing Minecraft with Violet. Where is Violet? Is she here? I was finishing Minecraft with Violet, and then after that was Code Geass. This guy's always busy. So you're doing it today, right? No. Maybe if I have time. You'll install our bunny, Tears Cry. Okay, look. I can switch back to the bunny, but you will lose the low-cut cardigan. Your choice. Trog, specifically your choice, because you redeemed it. Do you want me to switch back to the other outfit that has the bunny ears, but less comfy clothes, or do you want the low cut this? Oh yeah, what'd you think of the ending? Right, Code. Right. Nah, keep the less codes. Thank you. And that's what I fucking thought. Code Geass, I can see why it's iconic. I can see why it's so fucking memorable and people talk about it to this day. Also, Snigel talking to TV. Expo Shoulderlin. There were many moments watching Code Geass that was very entertaining with the group. When Schnizel's talking to Lelouch, and then Lelouch walks up behind him and Geass his ass. And it was just like, haha, I read the whole conversation. Get fucked, idiot. It was very much like Lamau. This fucking guy, ain't no way. I would love an edit of that scene where it's like, you know, he's reading his conversation for like 30 seconds straight. He's just saying all the things. And then, Lelouch says something like, but tell me, Schnizel, why do birds fly? And Schnizel says, interesting that you pose this question to me, but I understand that you found it from this piece of media 200 years ago. And then before he finishes, Lelouch goes, that's right, Schnizel, because they must. And he's just like, what? Is this, what did you just say? And like, he realizes it because Lelouch just gets it so fucking wrong and is just completely veered off to the left. Not trust Yulin alone with a table anymore. With a table? Okay, well, Throgdor, speaking of that, I saw that character, I was like, oh, green hair, she's kind of cute, she's the nerdy girl. She might be my favorite character. And then she fucks the table, and it's like, oh, she's kind of weird. And then she, goes fucking crazy for Yuffie, and it's like, okay, she's kind of the crazy character. And then she goes fucking yandere, because Yuffie, you know, stuff. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck? And then she makes the nuke. And then dude, Frog, the watch group I was in went nuts when the nuke went off. When she was screaming, fire the nuke, fire the nuke, fire the nuke, just fire the nuke. And then it goes off and she's like, oh my god, it did so much damage. I never knew it could do so much. Everybody in the room was like, you fucking bitch, I hate her so much. Best character. I like her aesthetic. I do not like her at all. Such devastation. This was not my intention. Repressed her. I felt bad for the guy whose Gias was hearing everyone's thoughts. Yeah. I love that. I'm here for that. That table just have that much charisma. Best character, such devastation. If there was a character I liked, it was probably Euphemy. Probably because she died before she did any crazy, unhinged, horrible shit. Everyone that lived to the end just ended up being stupid in some way. I will say Oku. They showed a lot of characters dying in the last couple episodes, and they kind of took all of it away with them just waking up in a hospital. And I was like, this is fucking lame. The fucking Cornelia was like, why the fuck is she still alive? Her knight? Why? And that was so stupid that guy got up. There was just so many characters that were like, this shouldn't, no. This guy should have stayed down. This was a fucking, I don't know why they brought him back. I did appreciate, I did cry. I did cry when the character was stabbed and they fell down the thing and just with the blood stain down the slope, and Nunaleve just being like, no, and everybody going like, long live Zero, long live Zero. I was fucking crying at that. My eyes were watering and some tears came out. I wasn't like bawling like fucking streams, but I was like, dude, I feel so bad. A little bit for him, but absolutely for her. It was not my intention. Is Evangelion the next anime? So it's not a standard watch group. It was literally just Oku being like, I haven't seen Code Geass in 3 or 4 years. I'm gonna watch Code Geass. Ping friend, ping friend, ping friend, ping friend, ping friend. Let's all watch Code Geass together. This dude will never be ballin'. I destroy the world and created a new... Oh my god. It's so fucking edgy. No, I see why it's iconic. It's pretty fucking great. It's pretty great watching it with people just because it's so crazy and unhinged. I had fun. I am fun. I almost talked myself out of watching with you Monday, because I'd been in VR for so long. I was like, I'm gonna go eat. I've been in VR chat for like 12 hours. And then it was like, oh shit, they're at 16. I said I would. Do it, Yulin. You said you would. And so I went over and I was like, okay, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I told myself to. I wonder what would be another anime like that to watch with people that would be just as crazy, that's like just as historic, just as like unhinged. I feel bad, Tech. I feel bad because, you know, initially I was watching it with you, Safi, and Core, and the schedules just became such a pain in the ass. I don't know if there's another anime as good as Code Geass for a watch along like that. Yeah, so you being in Australia is like, you have to really... Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? No way. No shot. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is good, but it's not as just crazy unhinged. I don't feel like Full Metal Alchemist is just gonna be like, holy shit, it's been 3 years and I forgot this crazy shit happened. I did it in 2023, it was great. I could see Gurren Lagann I could see JoJo being like that. I see like the more like over the top animes as being good with the watch along like that. Maybe Full Metal would be good. I just don't see it being as like, what the fuck is bro talking about? I watched JoJo 1 to 5 with friends too. I've watched JoJo 1 to 3 with friends. JoJo for sure was what? Yeah. Oh my god. I could see a room going fucking crazy at the gambling thing. At the whole like, hold on, I'm not finished. I raise. What? But you have nothing to raise. I raise my mother's soul. I could see that scene being fucking incredible in a group of 20 people. I have over 2 weeks off next week. Here's the thing, Tech. I actually feel like you'd be the best for having time. You'd be the most agreeable for a watch group between the 4 of us. With Safi disappearing because of their having to sell the PC, it was just like, well, what do we fucking do about this? My schedule is constantly fucking changing and annoying. I couldn't do Saturdays anymore. Saturdays has become a VR chat night, and the day would have to change. And Core literally does roleplay 6 nights a fucking week. And so, like, how do you get her to commit to a schedule? I feel like the group we had before is just, like, a far-off dream for a committed schedule now. What I had told Oku Tech was, if I have not finished Code Geass with the group by the time your watch-along, which was a weekly 5-episode-a-night watch-along, if I have not finished by the time you get to Season 2, Episode 16, I will finish it with your group. How long are you napping for? I actually don't know. Sometimes I wake up at 3, sometimes I wake up at 2. It'll probably be longer than 2, because we're almost at 1. If it's anything like last Monday, I'm not getting out of VR for 15 minutes, but that's highly unlikely. I watched JoJo 1 to 3 with a friend, with Aeon, and then he disappeared, and I finished it with Core. I have not watched any of JoJo's 4. Mista gets shot in the head, but then he doesn't. Jujutsu Kaisen is good, but I'm just going to be sad for a week if I watch that again. I could see Jujutsu Kaisen being good with a group. Specifically, any scene with Todo. I have not seen 4, 5, and 6 of JoJo's. She got Tuesday and Wednesday. How long are you napping for? She has breaks on the weekend, or one of them. We're watching for... No. Oku, we have already planned stuff, okay? We're still in Season 2 of Uma. I still need to finish Part 3. Steel Ball Run is on the horizon. Uma first. I care about Uma way more than JoJo's. JoJo's is like, let's watch the funny memes. Uma is like, oh, I actually care about this one. Uma mentioned. I need to finish Season 2. I need to watch Season 3 of Uma. Then I am open to watching JoJo's. I need to watch the movies in Season 3. There's only one movie, right? There's the movie and then the OVAs. There's one movie, 4-episode OVA, and 3 seasons. Yeah. OVAs are movies in my mind. Okay. I need to watch Uma, but I haven't started yet. Everyone starts watching when I can't. B&W is a 3-episode OVA, I think, but it was pretty I kind of fucking hate OVAs just because I had such a negative first experience with them with Oraimu. I just hate dealing with them. I hate it when they retcon stuff. 20 minutes a pop on average. B&W is a 3-episode OVA. I think it was pretty. I actually don't remember what B&W is. But you like Road to the Top, right? I did like Road to the Top. I do like Narita. I don't know if she's my favorite, but I do like her. Did I have another story? Talked about the... Oh, I didn't finish the bat story. The story about the guy building the bat sanctuary in front of his trash cans. That led into a Dexerto story from years ago where a homeowner association went way over controlling. They had a house in the neighborhood that was like had illegal aliens living in their garage. Like they were just housing illegal aliens in the garage. And because of this, the homeowner association passed a rule that was like from the hours of 8 a.m. to I think it was like 7 p.m. or something, your garage door has to be open. You have to have your garage door open. Which was like, I'm sorry, fucking what? Now you got it right the first time there? No, it's not a law. Micro-communist community head ass. Dude, that is so overbearing. And they were like, if you have your garage door closed in that time, we will fine you $200. That is an absolute, like, fuck you, who do you think you are? How do you think that's a good idea? That is so stupid. That should be an immediately, like, okay, we're voting, you are no longer on the homeowners association, you are absolutely out, fuck you, get the fuck out of here, you're an idiot. And like, there was a lot of people not doing it. There's a lot of people just keeping their door shut and not paying. There were some people that were opening their door. Some people were keeping it like 2 inches open, like, oh, this counts as open, right? But it was just like, dude, how does that pass? I'd hate to deal with the homeowners association. For here, the homeowners association of the area here wanted to replace all the tennis courts with pickleball courts. And my dad had to join the homeowners association board and like fight for the tennis courts a little bit or something. They've been going back and forth because it's like pickleball's like big and everybody wants to play it right now. And my dad was just like, can we have 1 tennis court? Can we have like 1 or 2? Can we just, there's 10 total. Do we have to get rid of all of them? And they're like, wait, nobody likes tennis. We're going to get rid of all of them. How would I pay my mortgage for my property and you can suck my balls one at a time? Yes, I understand the appeal. I understand the appeal of, hey, I want to take care of my house and make it look nice. If I join a homeowners association, there will be rules that enforce other people making their house look nice. Thus, property values stay high. We're not going to get some crazy hippie that moves in next door, doesn't cut their lawn, their house looks like shit, they have a rainwater tank on their roof, and they literally shit in a trough in their backyard and reuse that for manure. And like property values go down because this crazy psycho next to me is just insane and, nobody wants to live next to him. I understand people want that, enforcement of keep people like that out so that your property values stay high. I understand that appeal. There's a lot of money involved in a house and, it sucks if like other people tank your property value $50,000 fucking dollars. That's like a year of work. I can understand people getting upset about that, right? But you hear about these homeowners associations that are like, your grass is 3 inches long. That's a $50 fine. Make sure to cut it before tomorrow. And it's like, go fuck yourself, dude. Open your garage. Yeah, that's a perfect recipe for someone's home to be broken into. Thankfully, Finland has close to non-HOAs. I actually saw that Finland has, like, abolished homelessness. Because they have, like, they're working on free housing or something. This is the first I was hearing of Finland and free housing, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. They could just have a modular court. Just release the homeless population onto the region. What? Hi, honey. Oh, I see where we're going today. The person I wanted to raid ended very early. But there is someone live now. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Hi, honey. I haven't heard anything new, but I can picture that. And well, my FYP, mostly USA and world stuff. And very little Finland. Really? Okay. Hi, honey. Hi. Minecraft videos today. Yeah. I'm getting tangled in a cable there. We are gonna go to Jack. I haven't rated Jack in a while. Their title says Gotcha Time, but it looks like it's an art day. And then I am going to eat protein bar, and I'm going to nap. I will be right back. Oh, I'm like in the floor. I'm like, this is weird. Oh, that's a little pitch. Oh! It's just looking at me. Okay. At some point, I grabbed my camera the reverse way, and I was like, why is it looking at me? I don't like that. I don't like that. I see the village here. Oh my god, I just want to see the village through the window. There. I like this. Ooh, I like this. You've got the village, you've got the candles in the window, you've got the aurora. I like that. Where's Chatterino? Every 10th videos is USA crying about eggs, etc., etc., so not much room for Finland. Yeah. Nap time? It's nap time. Thanks for streaming you. See you next time, or I might nap super late or something. Working? Well, I hope work goes fast when you get there. Thank you, Logitech, for the socials. Slash raid Jack 728. Jack is doing art. Audio ceiling. Working on school and RP and art stuff. Hell yeah. We're gonna go say hi to Jack. They've been a long time follower of the channel. I think they might have followed me before I even started streaming. I don't know. They're a fucking adorable bean, and I love them. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 6.5 miles. We did fucking Hoth today. Oh my god. I'm glad we got Hoth to start with. If I did 4 miles and then Hoth, I think I would have cried. I think I would have had a mental breakdown. I would have crashed. I would have gone bonkers. And then, yeah. Minecraft video tomorrow. And then Vesperia tomorrow. I love... Hang on. Where's the raid? Invalid username. Jack728. Where's my raid? Where did that go?
I remember you had this issue last time you raided them.
No. I forgot the C. It was someone else I had an issue raiding with. No, I forgot to type in the C. So I just put JAKK728, and it was invalid username because that person doesn't exist. Nodders, Axie butt, bark. Okay, we're going to Jack. I love you. Bye.